I am your host, Tony G, and we are about to get started this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yep, so I had to get out here early in the morning. Obviously, I'm not in the studio, but it's a lot of talk and a lot of discussion going on in regards to the USAID organization. Wow, man, we got some stuff. Now, I got a little bit of, I don't, talk about stuff that you guys have already known. And I may bring up some things, but most importantly, we're going to be really talking about the Democratic Party. Because you guys have already, everybody by now is aware of what has been going on when it come down to the USA aid or USAID. Everyone is, know what's going on with it right now. We'll talk about it a little bit, but the evidence is there. Hell, man, the evidence, ladies and gentlemen, is there. I went on X, I read, watching, reading a lot of stuff. I do enjoy reading, and I enjoy reading this, what is going on. Man, the Dems are losing it. They're exposed. I mean, there's no other way around it. You cannot defend this type of stuff. You can't defend it. The only thing that the Dems have to offer is, yeah, we're gonna take it to the streets and we're gonna get up and close and personal, and that's the thing. They say the guilty speaks the loudest, so this is what it is. The guilty speaks the loudest. Because if they didn't have anything, and I'm talking about the damn elites, if they didn't have anything to be afraid of, if whatever, if they weren't guilt, in other words, if they were innocent, they wouldn't be behaving this way. And we know the only reason that they are behaving this way because they are caught red-handed. That's one of the main reasons why they want Elon Musk. They want Doge to shut down because Doge, as we already know, I'm not saying stuff that you guys don't know by now. Just look at Doge as being in a helicopter over the White House in Congress with a big old flashlight that's flashing now. And all the darkness and all the activities that were going on in the White House, in Congress, right? It's now there's a focal center point, focus beam that is shining down on everyone. For those that are in corruption and investing in corruption, we see you. That's the whole point of Doge to make it easier. We see you. What does Elon Musk gain by lying? The guy has more money. He's basically half. He's what is it? 400 over $400 billion and counting. What does this guy? What does he have to? What does he? Where does he gain? What does he gain? Right? Does he gain anything by lying? Absolutely not. He doesn't gain anything. But yeah, man, this is what's going on here. So we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna, go a little bit further in this and things. So yeah, man, they don't want to deal with this stuff, man. And the Democrats, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, man, the world is looking at you guys, man. I always said that you guys were pretty much. I mean, this is stuff that a lot of us were always, but it was like, well, it was allegations. This is not alleged. This is really what's happening. And unfortunately, the liberal media propaganda machine, they're all over AI and everything. AI is not even reporting it. And I tested it. They won't reveal what truly is going on. They're caping for them, is what we call it in the hood. Caping means that you're just protecting, right? You're putting this cape like Superman, caping for them, caping for the women. Well, that's what a lot of these media fronts are doing. They're caping, meaning protecting them, right? Under their Superman cape. And that's exactly what they're doing. But the thing about this is that when you start looking at what is going on outside of with these independent medias, which is really the real media like X and Truth, there you go right there, ladies and gentlemen. Then you got other people that's reporting in on some of the other social medias, TikTok. Man, they are in serious trouble, man. They are in serious trouble. You know, when we start really looking at this thing, they're in serious trouble. But like I said, I enjoy talking about this, coming with my perspective on certain things, what I see, because right now everything is already revealed. It's already revealed. So we're going to go down through there in a minute. In fact, let's go ahead and talk about it, right? So, um, whoo boy, let's go ahead and get down here. Let me see here. So, the even the World Economic Forum, right? According to what has been said, the forum, a World Economic Forum has received $68 million from USAID, right? While penetrating the cabinets, right? This is one of them. Here's another one. They say Chelsea Clinton organization. All of these crooked people got organizations, charity organizations. They don't really go to charity. We know it goes in their pockets, right? So Chelsea Clinton organization got 85 million in AID money, right? How is that even possible, right? That's the question. The USAID, the Clinton Foundation. This is another one. This is no surprise about that. This is money that has gone into the Clinton Foundation. So Doge is finding, let's say, more and more and more on these front organizations, and he has the receipts. That's another thing. They want Elon Musk out, as you guys already know. They can't take the heat. Now that her and her daughter is on blast, receiving money from this USAID. And by the way, it's our taxpayers' money. You guys should be outraged, even for you guys that have voted for Clinton and all of them. I didn't vote for them, but many of you that voted for these guys, you should be outraged, right? You really should, right? Let's go down the list. Let's go down the list. And this is what Trump said. He tweeted, looks like billions of dollars have been stolen, right, at the USAID and other agencies. Much of it going to the fake news media, right, as a payoff for cheating goods, stories about the Democrats, the left-wing rag, right, known as Politico, right, seem to have received eight, let me see here, this is like 8 million, right, dollars. Did the New York Times receive money? Who else did? This could be the biggest scandal of all. I agree. Perhaps the biggest in history. I agree with that as well, right? This is what Trump tweeted. The Democrats can't hide from this one, right? It's too big, too dirty. And Trump is absolutely right. You got to be a fool, an absolute blind, deaf, and dumb fool not to see this coming. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the worst. Is the worst, you know? Mega Voice, and I do follow, I might follow Mega Voice. It says here, breaking, USAID and the CIA were involved with impeaching Donald Trump. Holy shit. There's no surprise about that. They want Trump out. They want Elon Musk out. because now it's being revealed, ladies and gentlemen. This type of stuff right here, and I agree with Mega Voice. They all should be all thrown in prison, and eventually they will be thrown in prison because this is too big to hide. This is not like a little scandal with little money. This is big money here, ladies and gentlemen, and they've been doing it for a long time. And I will be wondering when the corruption started, right? Let's talk about it. USAID whistleblower says he had to take a DEI training and to do a privilege walk while working there, right? So there's no surprise about that as well, you know. This is coming from Fox News from Jesse Waters, right? Let's go down the list, right? Here's another one. USAID was using taxpayers' money to run their own, child, you know what I'm saying? The trafficking going on, enterprise, most notably to save children where Joe Biden was on their board. Amazing. This is big, ladies and gentlemen. This is big. And you would figure that, I mean, and like I said, the American people that voted for Trump, they're glad that they voted for Trump right now because we, as the patriots that voted for Trump, we knew something wasn't right on the left. This is out front and center. You can't hide this stuff. This is the biggest scandal in the century. This is big. This is not something that can be swept under, right? This is what it really is, right? Here's another one. They stole the American money to give to USAID, right? Who gave it to title centers and laundering to BLM. BLM is another front organization. A lot of these front organizations, there's so many of them, right? Here it is. Chelsea Clinton. She made 84 million in the USAID, right? Yeah, here it is. USAID facilitates child trafficking. The Clintons are in big trouble for embezzlement. I would agree, right? Money was exposed to go to Haiti, for example. Nobody know what with them children, and that's why I say though, man. Um, this is really the real deal. We, as the American people, demand better and want better. And we are there's going to be accountability too. There's going to be a lot of accountability. We ain't even got to the accountability yet. We're right now revealing, or I should say, they are revealing what is going on in America. Look at this here. Boy, I say this. This is just the tip of the iceberg to be revealed, right? And wait until we get into the Treasury. We haven't even gotten into the Treasury yet, but like I said, look at it right now. This is what Charlie Kirk had to say, right? Uh, Caroline Levitt just wrapped up her White House press conference, right, with another shocking list of as abuse, right, with the USAID has been funding, right? So $2 million for sex changes in Guatemala, right? 6 million in fraud tourists in Egypt. 20 million in new um, Sesame Street show in Iraq. 4.5 million, right? And I'm over here looking at it right now. This is the Democrats are done, so that you know. Now, this is the receipts right here. The Democrats are done, and this is another reason here, man. This is breaking news, real serious stuff, Real serious stuff, man. Real serious stuff. They don't want to have no accountability, no responsibility. They just want to continue on doing what the hell they want to do. And this is a new day. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. I'll say here. Um, Somebody got down here Epstein sheets, but they're saying American agencies for international development, USAID, paid Hollywood celebrities to visit Ukraine and to drum up support for Lazinski, right? And the Ukraine money laundering machine to struggle amounts of U.S. taxpayers. This is exactly what it is, ladies and gentlemen. You know, look at this. This is stuff that you guys have already seen on the news already. All I'm saying is simply this. What I'm saying from my perspective on this type of stuff, the Clintons have a lot to explain, do some explaining. They really do. $84 million. They got a lot of explaining to do. And they're not the only ones. Because as Doge and Elon and his team dig deeper and further, man. Man. Woo, man. No wonder the Dems don't want to have nothing to do with it, man. They don't want to, they don't want to be accountable, responsible for what the hell that they did. You know? They don't want to deal with it. Where are you, Democrats? You never come in my room. Where are you guys? Am I too small or am I just hitting with truth? I think I'm a little bit of both because I know I'm a small person and like I said, it's the First Amendment under the Constitution. Freedom of speech, right? Freedom of religion and freedom of press. I'm exercising my first constitutional right. And this is why I do this though. But looking at the USAID, that has been funding the internet censorship operations in London, this goes further and deeper, right? They really do. In the Biden era, the USAID leadership at the time was Samantha Powers, is gaslighting to the extreme in an attempt to make USAID appear to be a proper agency that just wanted to be helped. This is BS though, man. This is really BS though, man. I'm just over here looking at this type of stuff. We have been running up under a shady government, shady politics, especially from the Democratic Party. It's out here front and center. You know what I'm saying? Look at what Jesse Waters had to say. The USAID was a $40 billion slush fund for the deep state. You cannot, there's no other way to hide this and dress this up. And wait till Elon getting into the treasury. It's coming. That's why I say, man, you got to take it. If you are on the left, I get it. But you can't deny this. You can't deny this is not an accusation. This is not stuff that people are making up. This is the real deal. I'm gonna say it again. Jesse Waters, of what he said, right? USAID was a $40 billion slush fund for the deep state. Now, where did he get that from, right? Elon put everything out there. Talking about draining the swamp. That's exactly what's going on, though, Oh man, this is crazy, boy. Wasted. This, I'm telling you guys, man. Look at this type of foolishness. Listen to this. $20 million for the USAID spent in Iraq Sesame Street. Iraq Sesame Street, man, they toast, man. God dog. Oh man. Man. Clinton, the Clinton found was it Chelsea Clinton? The Clinton Foundation, 84 million. Man, this is not something that you could just sweep under the rug and make it like, oh man, it's all good. No, man, it's much worse. I mean, it's oh man, man. You know what, man? It's like everybody, all you patriots, 77 million of you guys, and some change. You patriots, you guys are seeing this front and center. The world is seeing this front and center, man. This is Elon is like up in this like helicopter, right? With a bright light that's flashing down on the White House, right? In Congress. And all other people in the shadows of the government are being on, they're actually on with this high white beam that's bright and that's shining down. They're on full blast. There's nowhere they can hide. How can you be a Clinton and deny this when he got the receipts? All of the receipts, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Let's go down. Let's get with it. Let's go down and get with it. I got time. You know what I'm saying? Look at this stuff. What I'm going to read off to you. This is stuff that's already been posted. You guys already know this that rock with me. But I want to talk about it anyway because I got a particular perspective how I deliver the news, because I like the little personality and just gonna be in stiff neck. What they found, 2 million in Moroccan pottery class, 2 million promoting tourists in Lebanon, 20 billion for Sesame Street, what you just heard me say, sending Ukrainians to Paris Fashion Week. What the hell? What is the Hey, Miss G? Thank you for Miss G. I appreciate you so much, Miss G. Way back to Miss G. I gotta get on your live today too, Miss G. I will be over there. Yeah, I know you don't really get into politics very much. I understand, but we got some turmoil in our country that's being revealed and being corrected. So it's always good to see you. Yep, always good to see you and stuff. Way back to Miss G. Say hi to Miss G. But 1.5 million for DEI in Serbia. This is another one. You don't spend this money. Can you imagine, Miss G? Somebody should send us some money. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't want it because I wouldn't want to be on blast under this stuff. Look at this. $70,000 for DEI musical in Ireland. Man, this is our taxpayers' money here, right? 47. Look at this. $47,000 for transgender opera in Colombia. This is our money once again. Hey, Miss G, they're spending our money. They're spending our hard taxpayers' money on this BS. And we know it ain't going here anyway. This is just a front. This is money laundering. You think it's going, they're not spending this money on this type of stuff like that. Come on now. 47, look at this, $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. Some of you guys have already heard this stuff already. 2 million for sex changes in Guatemala. Here it is. Hey guys, you guys should be outraged. 6 million in tourism in Egypt. 1 million to help disabled people in Turkestan became climate leaders. 15 million for what is it? Hold on for a minute. Contractors, what's that? Contraceptives or whatever in condoms. I can just say they just gave skip all that. 15 million for giving don't we already heard this one. Condoms to the Taliban controlled Afghanistan. This is crazy. We ain't gotta have no big words on this. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a major regime change in America. Thank you for the like too. I appreciate it. We are in a major regime change right now. Major, 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 major. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, the Democrats, not only that they have a lot of explaining to do, but they won't. A lot of them ain't gonna make it. As far as with the midterms, they're gonna be gone before that time. We ain't gotta walk this down to no midterms, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it really is, though. Really, man, this is you can't get. This is corruption at the high level, right? The high level. Because, like I said before, what did they talk about? Disney Plus. Guess who's been floating Disney Plus all this money? USAID. No wonder Disney say, we don't even need a client base. We got the USAID. Now that has been shut down, nobody can get paid. Politico is another one, right? And I never liked Politico, Reuters, these liberal front so-called media agencies. Politico got a seat over there at the press in the White House. I wonder what's going to happen now that they can't make payroll. This is a scam and a sham, boy. Talk about sham wow. Wow. I call it sham wow. Y'all remember the 1990s? That crazy looking guy talking about sham wow, And this is exactly what it is. This is a sham wow, right? Oh, man. Gosh. Oh, man. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Yeah. So, and this is why the Democrats are flipping out. They cannot stand it, ladies and gentlemen. They whole ish is on front right now. They really are. The Democrats are done. You hear me? They are done. They are done. You can't explain this money laundering. They can't. You know what I'm saying? John says, isn't that a concede? Okay. What's that? Consolidate. What's it? Hold on, John. Try to say the word. Consolidates. Okay. That Carmela's husband, Doug, yeah, was Disney CEO. Oh, yeah, 2 years. Exactly, man. It's all connected with each other, man. Yeah, it's all connected with each other. This is the thing about it. I love delivering the news that you guys have already know, but I like to put my little personal flip on it. You got to give it some personality, you know what I'm saying? But going back in here, man, this is, man, ooh, man, this you can't deny this stuff though, John. They are boo boo, man. Woo, it's bad, man. It's bad. It's bad. Bad for them, good for us. Bad for them, good for us. Man, thank God that we have somebody like Elon Musk. Shout out to Elon Musk. Thank God that we got Donald J. Trump. Shout out to Trump. Trump 2024, Yeah, Trump. But that's what I'm saying, though, man. And God bless America, man. God is smiling on America right now because a majority of Americans, damn near 80 million, voted for Trump. We wanted something better. You know what I'm saying? We really did, and we got it. And we just gonna get better and better and better. Wait until Elon get to the treasury. John says eating popcorn and drinking coffee. I know that's right. Smiling faces and a 100, with a firecracker bomb too. Because that's exactly what I'm doing. It's unreal. It's unreal. It's unveiling itself. It's being revealed. And now that it's being revealed for front and center for the whole world, man. John, the whole world knows this type of stuff. We are, man, there people got their jaws dropped. Not really, because we already knew, most of us, whether you were a moderate or a liberal, we know that money wasn't going. This is taxpayer money that they've been spending for a long time. And we're going to see accountability, because wait until accountability. Right now, everything is being revealed front and center. Trump has got this stuff set up, letting the people know before he makes an action towards them. He's putting it out here front and center, right? There's no deniability about this, right? Because wait until the accountability comes. That's coming. Let you guys know. You already know. Trump is masterfully setting this thing up like an orchestra, right? and he has done a great job putting the right people in the right, from the cabinet that's working. Like I said, they will be certified. These guys are going to come in. They're coming in. Cash Patel is going to come in there. Pam Bondi just got, she's been certified, right? Let the people be certified. Let our people in. This is what the people voted for. Democrat elites, you can't stop this. You got to take your ass whooping like a man and woman. Like you said, put your big man drawers and panties on, ladies and gentlemen, in the Democrat elites. I mean, look at him, John, man, up there looking pitiful. Look at Hakeem Jeffries, man. Look at Chuck Schumer. I'm calling him Chucky for now there. How you doing, Chucky? Man, look at Elizabeth Warren. And look at Maxine Wicked West Waters, man. Man, this is terrible, man. We're going to take the fight to the street. Oh, man, nothing but criminals. Nothing but criminals. This is a travesty, I say. Who is the guy saying, well, I was the one trying to impeach Trump before, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. Lift every voice or lift every fist and swing, Man, Trump been impeached before, but he never got him out the White House. Yeah, they did that sneaky stuff before, but we controlling everything now. You know what I'm saying? The Democrats is our personal little bitch. Man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, we already know the way that Trump set this thing up, and he knew exactly what to do because he already been known about this stuff going way back to 2020. Trump been known about this stuff. But in order for the people to see it, we got to keep in mind it's all about the people. Yeah, he could have been used the military when they frauded the election, but he didn't have the people on his side, right? This is the issue. So Trump, if you notice, he's working, and more people are on Trump's side than ever before. They are seeing this, ladies and gentlemen. This is not something because he could have used the military and forced this, but it would have looked bad. It would have been bad politics because he didn't have the majority of the people on the side like he does today. John says they're thinking the third and try to impeach might work. Yeah, I mean, but the thing about it is, John, Trump ain't going nowhere because wait until Elon get into the treasury and I'm gonna be eating my popcorn, like you said, drinking my coffee, laying back, because you can't deny this stuff. The Democrats don't have a leg to stand on. We got damn near I would say about over 80 million now that's on Trump's side because the 77 million that voted for him. Now there's more people that's on board with this. So if you were a Trump denier, you are right in the seat. Like I said yesterday, we have plenty of room for the Trump train. We got plenty of room though. It's comfortable on the Trump train. We're riding right into the golden age where we're gonna have liberty, right? Freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We're gonna be on the gold standard again. Housing is gonna go down. I already went over this yesterday, it's going to be a lot more affordability, no taxes, making it off of tariffs, being the world's leader in manufacturing again. All this great stuff is coming when you join on that Trump train. You don't have nothing on the Democratic elite train. They're going right to hell, man. I don't want to be on that train. I'm glad I never joined on that train, though. We got plenty of room for you guys that's coming over from the DM side. We got plenty of room. Sit on the train, buckle up, because we are going straight into the golden age. So that land of destruction, chaos, we ain't about that. John says, by the way, we now have 3 acres of sovereign territory floating of the west coast of Mexico, aircraft carriers. I think they are getting ready to deliver some freedom seeds on the cartel. You are absolutely right. Just like I said last week, John. What did I say about the 10th Mountain Division? They're deploying them over there, man. We got Delta over there, man. They are coming down. You heard it. The Pentagon, now they saying that they are releasing the ass whooping, right? A can of ass whooping to the cartels. 20,000 and maybe more to come to take on the cartel. I would say we might just probably get about, what you think though, John? Do we need like 50,000 troops or 100,000 to eradicate the cartel? What you think, John? Because we have enough fire, might, and the power of USA. USA. Yeah. Oh man, it's a beautiful thing. Man, don't you just love freedom, man? With a can of whoop ass at the same time? Because Trump knows exactly what he's doing. Man, I've been a fan of Trump, but now he's like, I'm gonna have to call him Super Trump now. Trump is Trump tight. The Dems can't do anything about it. They can't. Mm, mm, mm. The Dems can't do anything about it at all, man. They got to take their ass whooping. A few SOCOM teams will take care of some things. Yeah, had the SOCOM. So with the SOCOM teams. So we're talking like again the 10th Mountain Round Division, the Delta Squad, the 82nd Airborne. Are considered under the SOCOM teams that we're talking about? Because those are pretty heavy boys that I just mentioned, man. You got the Green Berets, we got the Special Forces, the Rangers. I had a friend that was in the Special Forces too, man. They was a crazy bunch of people, man. Him and his brother was in the Special Forces. Yeah, things. But yeah, man, I got guys in the military. I got very good friends that's military and Marines and stuff like that. I don't know. Do I have anybody that's no Navy SEALs, no 82nd Airbornes that I know of, or Delta Force. But I know they keep their identities for a lot of that stuff very secretive for obvious reasons. But yeah, man, we are gonna be looking good, man. We're gonna liberate Mexico from this dredged cartel. Trump is doing everything correctly. Trump is 100% right. He's been right on everything. You can't, if you bet on Trump, you're gonna always win. You bet against Trump, you're gonna always lose. And right now, the Democrats are having what we call a losing agenda from day one. And now that they're being exposed with this USAID fraud thing, the world is looking at them. And it's just amazing that they're still trying to make this stuff right and clean it up. They have busted Chelsea Clinton. You ain't heard from Chelsea Clinton in years. And what else did they did? They busted they put Chelsea Clinton, I think it was Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, and I believe Hunter Biden. Then they put them all over in Ukraine. They put them on the charity boards. Their children, man, this stuff, man. Like I said, man, John, it's really, really serious for them. John says they are mixed spec ops personnel from different units that specialize in certain tasks. Okay, they use these teams to steamroll through Afghanistan. Yeah, you would definitely know though, John, man. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, man. Yeah. I see what's his name? What's that? I can't pronounce your name, man. Folket. I'm gonna call you Folket Schumer. Yeah, Scummer Pelosi. Yeah, he got the pile of ish next to her name. I'm in agreement with you on that one. You know, because all of them are exposed. The Clintons, man, whoo, man. It is, and Elon is just finding more and more stuff. I know, right? Yeah, Polecat, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, you said some stuff there, man. Because you got to be a fool to not see this stuff. The world is seeing it for what it is. You got to be a fool and a moron, right? You really do, not to see this. Chucky and all the rest of them, yeah. Nancy, instead of Nancy, Schumer, Pelosi, yeah, they are all done. They really are. They're done. They're done, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why I just wanted to talk about this stuff that we have already heard on the news and more to come. You are absolutely correct, Pocat. More to come. I'm in agreement with you. There's more to come, man. I love talking about this because here's the thing, Pocat. Here's the thing. The way that I said this earlier, Trump have masterfully set this up to let the people be aware in the know. He's been working on this stuff since 2016 when he was in the presidency. Remember, he didn't have the popularity, he didn't have the majority of the people. He has the majority of the people now. When we shut down 49 states in America and the whole America went red, right? So this right here, people are okay with this. All we're saying is we're waiting for the accountability to come, which is going to be coming. There's going to be a big old can of whoop ass on them, and a lot of them are going to be going to prison. And they know that their time is dwindling down. There's not a damn thing Hakeem Jeffries can be able to do. There's not a damn thing that Chucky Schumer can do, right? You had the better name on there between Shitmer is what I would call it, Chucky Shitmer, right? And then what else we also have? We have Elizabeth. We got to come up with a name for her. You guys may have one instead of calling her Elizabeth Warren. You know what I'm saying? And then we also have, I got one for Nancy Wicked West Waters, right? She's been corrupt and wicked, right? You gotta resist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna be resisting. You ain't gonna be resisting when justice come down on all you guys. We got a whole list of the dirty dozen in there, man. And these are the Democratic elites right here. They are, man, and they got this little riot thing in the streets and all this other crazy mess. Yeah, Pocat says play James Brown, right? Wig wearing Maxine. Yeah, you know that's a wig. And Maxine Waters should have set her old ass down a long time ago, man. Because it's obvious she doesn't do anything, she don't know anything, and like it is. I mean, what can we learn from Maxine Waters though? She should be like somebody's great grandma, man. She should have been set down a long time ago. Seeing her locked up, you almost feel sorry for her, in a sense, but not really. And John says, let me see it. Okay, hold on for a minute. Man, you guys with these big ass words. Whose name is this? Trying to pronounce this. Uh facts Hontes. I know will sacrifice for sleazy Warren. Yeah, sleazy yeah. But here's the thing about it though, man. They all and we don't ain't gonna be no we want them all, right? All of them, right? Because again, we already know what's going on, man. I mean, um, Elon Musk showed us receipts. I mean, I've looked at those receipts and who was getting paid out on those receipts, and they're still trying to fight against this deep fake. All this, come on now, you can't deep fake that. You know, it is what it is. Wait, we don't get to accountability though. It's coming. The accountability is coming, ladies and gentlemen. By all means, though, it's coming. Trump has masterfully set this up. He has to, and that's the thing about it. They can impeach Trump all they want, but you know what's going to end up happening? Because again, the Democrat elites do not have the people on their side. If the election would have told them that, they still are shocked about that. Listen, Democrat elites, if you were watching my little small little channel, which I seriously doubt it, but let's just say if you happen to run across my channel, you should know by now that you do not have the people. Trump has the people by his side. Think about that. This election was not rigged from the right. It won by a landslide. He said, we're going to make it too big to rig. And that's exactly what he did. The people, the majority of the people that was not running with you, we're not rolling with you. We don't rock with y'all like that with DEI and all this transgender stuff with the children and all this stuff. I don't care what adults do, but we don't want it in our schools. We want that good old flag. And then they got these, they all it is Antifa over there in LA. It's the same mob, higher mob, the same ones behind BLM. It's the same group of people. It's the same old Hamas people, same old pro Hamas. It's the same old people, right? It's the same. That's why they wear the same old mask all the time. Why don't you show your face? Only a coward hides his face, right? In this particular case, right? You won't show your face, you know? Oh, yeah. Well, for Palestine, right? Palestine, they got people over here. Trump already has it in his policy. Anybody that's going to school over here in America, that's out here in these streets doing this pro Hamas stuff, well, they can lose their scholarship behind this. And they were going to be deported and sent back to Palestine. I don't think they have anything to worry about that because we already know what Trump said he was going to do to the Gaza Strip. You know, so just accept it. Palestinians, just accept it. I would take the deal with Trump because it's not like you guys, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You guys lost. You don't have anything. Accept what your fate is. That's just how it is. Accept it. Accept it. Because all this resistance is going to get your behind killed out here. You know? Everybody know that you're being funded by the deep state anyway. State-funded terrorist groups, all roads lead back to Obama. John says they will disappear now. They were paid. Protest. Exactly. It's gone because they shut down the funding. So all this rhetoric that they're doing, excuse me, all this rhetoric and stuff that they're doing, it's over. Hakeem Jeffries and all them, you guys lost. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. That's exactly what it is. None of them gets nothing. But there's going to be a bunch of silver bracelets in their future. I can see that. When Trump started doing accountability, because he said it, we are in the season of accountability right now, and it's coming. The long arm of the law is catching up to them. It's not so long no more. Not so long right now. And when they are arrested, and I'm saying it, they will be arrested and it will be brought to trial. And guess what? Guantanamo is not just for illegal criminal immigrants, right? They are also for political prisoners that have been caught for doing treason. And when you get to Guantanamo Bay, you may as well say for the political elite Democrats and some of these rhino Republicans, guess what? I don't know what hell is like. For what I hear, they say it's Guantanamo. That's what I hear when they say hell. So when you get there, tell the devil I say hello, once you're there, because that's going to be the thing that a lot of them are going to be going to. They're going to be right over there in Guantanamo. And guess what? When you're there, you are not in the U.S. territory no more. So the Constitution does not apply to you. You do not have your First Amendment. You don't have no amendment rights under the Bill of Rights. You have nothing but a bunk or a cot. And when they go there, and that's going to be major news. You know what I'm saying? It's a purge that is happening in the White House. So, like I said before, I'm going to sit back like John said. We're going to eat our popcorn. We're going to be enjoying coffee because this stuff is going down. There's no denying in that. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. So all this rent-a-mob stuff, talking about the J6ers, because what they really are doing is they're inciting a riot They inciting an insurrection. And I do believe that, though. The damn elites, look at the rhetoric that they speak and the hatred and the vitriol that they have against President Trump and the American people, the patriots. This is, look at it. Look at what they're saying. Look at it. You can listen to and see the malice and the hatred that the Democrat elites have, though. You know what I'm saying? They are trying to incite an insurrection. And if they really do that, they already have cited an insurrection already when they F with our election. Wait until that come out. Trump had to have it on that too. They have already incited an insurrection. People gonna find out about it. They have already incited an insurrection. I'm talking about the deep state with the uniparty, especially with the Democratic elites. They already have incited a insurrection already when it came down to our election. All this other stuff is just an icing on the cake at this point. That's why I say the slush fund, the U.S. AID slush fund program is cut off. There will be no more funding to the far left. Warriors was also funded. Politico, these things. I mean, you cannot deny this. Chelsea Clinton, the Clinton Foundation. List go down. Disney Plus. The list goes down. They're finding more and more and more and more dirt going right down the list. The damn elites is done. We won't have to ever worry about a Democrat for a very long time. They have no leadership. They're discombobulated. They're fighting that they're doing right now. Now they're trying to save face with this fake out in LA and all this stuff. Yes, they don't have a leg to stand on. Epstein Black Book. You right about that. Wait until he reveals that. They're done on so many different levels. It's actually checkmate for the Democrat elites. A long time coming. They've been dirty since 1913, right? And wait till we get into the treasury. When Elon gets into that treasury, polecat, wait till we get into the treasury. He's gonna get into there and find out what's been going on over there because this is our taxpayers' money. It's our money. And I'm really outraged myself because I'm over here, you want to try to have us eating worms and shit and all this other BS. You want to sacrifice and limit my mobility and stuff like that while they're taking trips and vacations and going to exotic places around the world. And I should be mad about it when the receipts speak for itself. And then I'm going to still try to cape and try to make sense of this nonsense. This is bullshit right here, man. All this shit is bullshit right now. It's bullshit coming from the left elites, and that's why I don't feel sorry for her. Maxine Wicked West Waters should be in prison, which she's going, along with Chucky Schumer, right? Elizabeth Warren. We're gonna get all these damn elites up on out of here because they ain't ish at the beginning in the first place. See you, bro. Okay, John, you take care, man. Yep. Yeah, I love the farming thing though. I didn't see Sherry yet. She should probably show up. Sherry lady. Sherry lady. I'm gonna have to well, I can't use it because they'll kick me with a copyright strike if I try to use that. It'll be fitting for her though. All right, John. Have a great day at work, man, on that farm, man. I would do the Moog thing, but I'm not at home in the studio, as you can see. But yeah, Pocat, man, this is what it is, man. This is a scam and a sham, man. The Democrat elites are gone, you know? Yeah, like John says, bye to you, Polecat, man. It's always good to see new people in my room. Man, I hope you don't be no stranger, Polecat, man. And you guys also that coming in, if you don't mind giving me a like and subbing, because like I said, though, I'm not saying stuff that you guys don't know, but I will give my perspective on things that maybe somebody haven't thought about. Because as I said before, Trump is like a fine, like a conductor in an orchestra, right? And what he's doing is he's been masterfully, once again, he has set the theme, right? And look at it now. Before 2020, Trump didn't have the support of the people. He not like he does now. In order to get people to see your viewpoint, you have to reveal to them. And right now, Trump ain't never been the aggressor. Who's been the aggressor? the Democrat elites. They were the ones that went after Trump under the Biden administration, right? The political war machine to go after your political opponents, right? On the attacks, a few assassination attempts, right? Broke into Mar-a-Lago. We already know what happened to those agents, right? They don't have a job no more because they violated the Fourth Amendment right, which means that we are protected from illegal search and seizures. They did not have the proper warrants to go into that onto Mar-a-Lago. They did not have that. They didn't have the right to do that. And that's why I say this radical leftist so-called Democratic Party, they were the ones that destroyed the black community. I would never vote for them, man. They hands are so bloody and so dirty. Going way back since this party was created. Back in the I think it was 1828, I believe it was, when the Democratic Party was established. It was somewhere in the 1820s, for sure. And they have been wicked, running amok with lies, deceit, cheat, low down, spending taxpayers' money. Because this group have always been a minority group. It was never, the Democrats have never been a majority group. But they made us think it was. They had to have a slush fund to do it. We know a lot of the political parties were paid off as well. They do this. The foreign aid financing these regimes in these other countries and everything like that. Like what I said before, the Democratic Party is done, Phuket. They are through. There's no coming back behind this. And like I said before, wait until the accountability happen. Wait, because like it's coming. People don't think accountability is coming. It's coming for them. It's coming for them. It's not a damn thing Hakeem Jeffries going to be able to do about it. None of them have anything to do with it. They can't stop it. They just look foolish up over there. And then you also have the ghetto queen, Jasmine Crockett, that hood rat, that ghetto hood rat. I never liked the one that's over there. What is she? Senator over there in Florida. I mean, I'm sorry, Texas. Yeah, Texas. Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett. You know, king of the hood rats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though, you know. Jasmine Crockett, shut your big mouth up. You ain't gonna do a darn thing, but end up getting locked up as well, because accountability is coming towards you too. And that's one thing about it. You ain't got nothing to worry about with a hood rat like Jasmine Crockett. Never liked Jasmine Crockett. Never liked Hakeem Jeffries, right? Never liked Maxine Wicked West Waters. I never liked Chucky Schumer. We go down the list, Elizabeth Warren. All of your Democrat elites, I don't like. And I bang on all of them. Because this is where they at. Accountability is coming. Trump has the people. The majority of the people in this country rock with Trump. They don't rock with you guys, man, on the left. You guys have isolated, alienated, pushed people away from your party with your radical regime changes and how you destroyed the black community. I would never in my life forgive the Democrats for what they did to my people when it come down to slavery, Jim Crow, segregation, redlining. We go right down the list. They are guilty as can be when they destroyed us as tried to. They tried to. They tried to destroy us. The beautiful thing is that we're still here. And more black men and women are seeing this low down, disgusting, dirty party that they call the Democrats. They are seeing them for what they is. The world's seeing what they are. Everybody's seeing them, you know? That's why they don't come in my room. They can't defend against this. They don't come in here. If they come in here, we know what's going to end up happening, right? Because they don't have a leg to stand on. I know I'm a small, but I carry myself like a heavyweight, even though I'm a small channel, and that's okay. But I carry myself as a heavyweight. That's all that matters. I don't have all the subs that a lot of these other guys do. But I give my particular perspective in regards to what Trump has been doing. I always have since I started this thing. And as I said before, he has the people. Trump has the people on his side. The Democrats do not. The Democrats do not hold no power with the people. They're talking about, yeah, we didn't vote for Elon Musk. This is unconstitutional. They've been against the Constitution from day one. I'm the one that cited the Democrats as being anti-American, right? When you don't stand with the Constitution, you are anti-American. And you can't sit up here and say that the Democrats believe in the Constitution because they don't. They were the ones that were paying the like I said, these organizations, censorship, internet tech giants, right? They were the ones doing all this illegal stuff against the Constitution. Nobody had to lie on the Democrat elites. They did it to themselves because they never thought this day would come. They've been running amok a long time. I'm so sick and tired of hearing about it, to be honest. And that's why accountability is coming, because they're going to all be in silver bracelets. And I want them shipped out in Guantanamo Bay where they belong. And once we get these Democrat elites, because Trump is going to rain down a scorched earth on them when it comes down to accountability. Wait and see. And a lot of them are going to Guantanamo too. You think it's just for these illegal criminals that's over here in America? No, they got extra room and extra spots in Guantanamo. And when they get their asses over there, well, like I said, I don't know what hell is like, but for what I hear, the hell is over there in Guantanamo. And they won't have access to no Americans' rights, no type of Bill of Rights, no Constitution. It doesn't exist in Guantanamo. But hell exists over there. And wait till they go there. And I can't wait to see all of them over there in Guantanamo. And that's where they belong. Anybody that they have ripped off America, they have ripped off the taxpayers. This is what ended up happening, right? They are the ones that have done this, you know? We over here paying taxes and stuff like that. They've been taking our money on these little excursions and these freak offs and all the rest of this stuff, and with the children, the pedo thing. And wait till the Epstein thing. Man, Trump ain't even, this is just the tip of the iceberg. That's why I say we ain't got nothing to worry about them trying to impeach Trump. They did it before. What is this, like the third time? You think he's going to be worried about this? Absolutely not. You know why? Because once again, Trump has the support of the American people, whether you like it or not. The damn elites do not have the support of the American people. How can you? Especially when we caught them red-handed with the scams and the slush fund and how they've been spending money and other things and they have these open-ended credit cards. I believe all that's going to change. Trump shut all that down. That's why they're screaming. Nobody worrying about them now. You know, he's dismantling the FBI, CIA. There's a purge going on, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you agree with me or not, that's fine. You can scroll on and scroll on through. If you don't hear it from me, you're going to be hearing it from someone else. I'm not telling you something that you don't know. Your party is garbage. Your party has lost. It has no relevancy anymore. No credibility. Your credibility is scamming and criminals that you've been protecting. That's what your credibility is. That's what you have. You don't have a party in the Democrats. That's why there's a lot of these stupid people in my community that still think that the Democrats care about them, and they don't. This is how bad it is. The Democrats have brainwashed a lot of black so-called African Americans, and I call it so-called because a lot of them are not. But at any event, they brainwashed them, right, to believe that the Democrat Party is their friend, which in actuality, it's been their enemy the whole time. You know, that's why a lot of them looking foolish right now. They don't come in this room. You think they're going to be, I don't get no detractors, not too often, because I get a lot of smart people and people that are aware they come in this room. You know, now my room is open for anyone, but they don't come in here, man. They don't want the smoke. Because you can't hide this stuff. You can't hide this stuff. Trump, and they know it, Trump has the patriots, which are the people. That is the main thing. Because like I said earlier, Trump could have been, when they took that election from us, I should say, when the election was stolen from us, that right there sparked the insurrection. Trump could have used the military and shut that down. You know what? He didn't. He said, you know what? because I didn't have the people by my side before. Now that I have the people now, Trump is moving light speed ahead of these clowns, these Democratic elite clowns. He's moving light speed. That's why over 400 executive orders. Trump is setting this up. Even if a Democrat tried to come in here, it would be literally impossible to undo all that he has set up. Trump is setting up a legacy, whether you guys either agree or not. This is a legacy that's going to last for a very long time. Wait until the taxes go away. What American citizen wants to pay taxes when there won't be no taxes? Huh. Who's going to be champion? Well, sure, Mr. Days, when I was paying taxes. This is how you get people to understand what you're doing towards this country. I ain't never heard the Democrat, yeah, we're going to take away the taxes. All they talk about tax cuts. But they are benefiting from it. We are not, as the people. They are liars, manipulators, cheaters, right? They cover for each other. That's why when the people get caught with pedophilia, what do they do? Cover it up. They don't want you to know about this stuff. Pizzagate, they try to play that off. Oh, yeah, Pizzagate, it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, Russia. Adrenochrome. Oh, it's just conspiracy stuff. Oh, you've been listening to Alex Jones. Oh, yeah. You know, all of it is coming out now. The Diddy stuff, Epstein stuff, the Black Book, all of it's going to be revealed in time. That's why accountability is coming. It's coming. They can't stop it. You know, you can take to the streets. Yeah, Akeem Jesse, we're going to take it to the streets. We're going to take it to the streets. What are you taking to the streets when you don't even have the people? The majority of the people are MAGA. You don't have that clout. You don't have that power, Hakeem Jeffries. You sounded like a fool. You don't have the support of the people. All you have is elites and a rental mob is what you have. Old Antifa. Same BLM stuff. Same old shit. Think about it, guys, ladies and gentlemen. This is the same old rental mob stuff that they've been doing. They've been running this stuff for a long time now. Look how BLM tore up these cities and tore up Oregon, right? Tore that up. Tore up Minnesota. They've been tearing up these cities, tearing this stuff up, right? Same old group. But they do not have the numbers like they used to. It's a whole different day since 2020. We are in 2025. Trump has the majority of the people in this country. Can you imagine if MAGA got pissed off? You think that MAGA is going to allow these infidels to come in here and destroy our country anymore? You have pissed off a lot of patriots in this country. They want to paint the picture like the MAGA supporters are this left or this right wing white nationalist organization, right? That's what they've been painting MAGA, right? Or they look at me as a self-hating black man for myself, right? But they look at you as a supporter of Trump. I'm talking about the elites, not the people. Majority of the elite Democrats look at white MAGA supporters as nothing but white nationalist, racist haters. And we know right now it doesn't even mean a hill of beans right now because they don't have the support of the people. And when you don't have the support of the people, that is a very dangerous thing because now that they are exposed, they have no cover. They're not being funded anymore. They can't use the DOJ, the FBI, the CIA. They can't use these organizations no more. They can't. And then only thing they still have somewhat left is the legacy media. Who watch them? The numbers are dropping even more now. People are on X, they're on Truth, they're on these other social media programs. Some of you guys even tune in on what I got to say. Some of you guys even tune in on what I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing no different than a lot of these social media and so forth, right? Because we're all speaking the same old truth. We've seen the evidence. I'm not regurgitating stuff. I have saw the evidence. I'm on X a lot. I'm on Truth a lot. I've been on Truth since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So thank God that we have these medias to push back this hypocrisy and this because really This is treason. The stuff that they did is treason. This is a treasonous act. What the Democrat elites have done is unforgivable and is treasonous to the American people. And the American people demand more. We want more. And this is exactly what it is. You ain't got to be a lover of Trump, but you got to respect what he's doing because he have put spotlight on the Democrat elites. And that's why I am confident enough to say that they are done because Trump don't mess around. We have look at what he done so far. There's so many things that Trump has been doing, like I said before, light speed. He's been hitting the Democrat elites, jabs, flurries, if you know boxing, and they are discombobulated. They have no leadership. It's all rhetoric and hate speech at this point. AOC, none of them. Jasmine Crockett, none of them have a leg to stand on. Hakeem Jeffries, you name any of them on the left, they have nothing. I tell it to their face. They don't want to talk. They don't want to talk about this slush fund. They don't want to talk about this stuff. How can you defend against that? Really? Elon showed us the receipts. How can you defend against that? And more is to come, ladies and gentlemen. The Clinton Foundation, the Clinton, Chelsea Clinton, and her little thing, though. How can you defend against that? I went over that already. I don't need to regurgitate that. I done went over that already. I went over the numbers, the figures. For some of you guys tuning in now, I already went over that already in my video. I did that on my live earlier. I did that earlier already. Already. How can you defend against this stuff? You know, ain't no somebody's lying. It's the Democrat elites. Those are the ones that's been lying. Those are the ones that have been ripping us off. You know, we over here struggling, man, struggling trying to pay insurance and car notes and all the rest of this stuff, and out of control ass credit card debt, and all they doing is spending our money up and enjoying themselves. How am I supposed to be calm about this stuff? And like I said, I know and I'm confident that the majority of the American people agree the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, as my channel start to get a little bit more popular, and like I said, whether you in another country, you should still be glad that we got somebody like Trump. And a lot of people do. They are happy that we got somebody like Trump right now. Because other than that, we wasn't going to bow down to the World Economic Forum. We put the middle finger up to the World Economic Forum. Fuck Klaus Schwab. Fuck you, Klaus Schwab. That's what I say. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the World Economic Forum. You know? You guys, you have a man that resists you. And the people in America resist you. We want our own freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. America, land of the free, home of the brave. That's what we stand for over here. That's why we fly the flag of freedom. Everybody wants to come to America, right? We salute the flag, yeah, of good old American freedom. We are, man, that's why, man, ain't no country greater than America. So that's why we do the middle finger to the World Economical Forum, the World Health Organization, all y'all frauds, all y'all phonies, scamming MFers. That's what you are. That's what you are. And the American people are not going for it no more. We are not going for it no more. It's way more of us than it is these Democratic elites. You are a small little bitch to us. That's why you deserve more than just a slap in the face. You ain't nothing. It's like fighting. It's like me being a grown man whooping on fifth graders. Ain't no you. It's no match. You a small minority group. You always have been. You will not be allowed in the political arena no more because more is going to be revealed. And now eventually Trump accountability because a lot of them going to be arrested. And I can see them having a nice, hard cell in Guantanamo. As I said it before, you do not have the right no more as an American citizen. Once you have removed off the shores of America, there will be no more American anything. You will not have the Constitution, Bill of Rights. You don't have any of that once you touch down in Guantanamo. If you don't know what hell is, you're going to find out what hell is a lot like when you go to Guantanamo. And as I said before, tell the devil I said hello when you get there, okay? For these Democratic elites and these rhino Republicans, you know, because that's exactly what it is. It is what it is. And I'm in loving it right now. This is accountability right now. And you won't see a Democrat, man, between now and midterms, because we're going to vote all of them out of there. And you Republicans too, that you were against not allowing what's the name to be certified. Trump already said he's gonna go scorch earth on your behind, and I believe him. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have the support of the people. They lost the credibility. They lost everything. Going after Trump, they thought they were going to try to destroy Trump. Trump bounced back on their ass and won the election by a landslide, record numbers that they'd never seen before. Majority of the people in this country, 49 states, right? You got the House, the Senate, right? Supreme Court, right? The popular vote, everything. Everything rolls in Trump. Everything Trump was saying was right the whole time. You know, talking about the media, right? Talking about fake news, all that. Isn't fake news now? Trump been said that. Oh, it's just a conspiracy. Now it's jumping off the pages. Gotta give Trump credit. Trump been talked about he's been exposed to fake news. He was the one coined the phrase fake news, fake news, fake news. You know, this is what he said. Look at it. Fake news now. They losing their viewers and shit. Rachel Maddow, all of them is done. Toast. Trump gonna get rid of the lobbyist groups. There ain't gonna be none of that no more. You cannot, if you're a politician, you cannot work for a corporation to be a politician. He's going to eliminate that if he hasn't already. That's why I say, though, we are looking good right now. We are going in places that we have never seen before. And it's a liberation of this country. And with Trump at the helm and God at the top, we can't lose, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot lose. He's bringing Christianity back, Jesus back in the schools, right? He sure is, whether you like it or not. You know, whether you like it or not. This has always been a Christian nation. God smiled on America, though. He ain't smiling on the Middle East. He ain't smiling nowhere over there. He's smiling over here. It's the truth. God, there's a God that loves America, right? Because he's been smiling over here on America now. Again. Exactly. So, yeah. So, other than that, that's why I say, man, this is a beautiful thing, man. John says, we got to keep Rachel Maddow and Chris Williams. That's good comedy. Yeah, it's good comedy though, because I don't even watch her though, to be honest though. But you know what? I don't watch Rachel Maddow enough for it to be comedy to me or not. But I hear you though, John, man. I know you probably tuned in on some of this, on this stuff, man. I know it's good comedy, man. Chris Williams, who else they got over there? You know, don't they got Joyless Reed over there too? Oh, Joyless Reed. You know what I'm saying? That's another one. That's another clown that I don't like. And The View, right? On ABC. Yeah. Yeah. Those are clowns. That's a clown show. That's a clown. What's that? What's her name? We always called her Poopy Gold Turd. There we go. She is the clown of them all, though. I don't even watch The View, but I tune in on there sometimes. You know, Poopy Gold Turd, you know? Yeah. Yeah, man. Sunny Insane Halston, you know? Oh man, they are the worst too, aren't they? They're the one. And then what about Joyless Bayhard? I don't call her Bayhard. Bayturd. Yeah, what about her? Joyless Bayturd. You know, what about her too? You know, those are the three clowns of the clowns on The View, man. No talent whatsoever. Uh Poopy Gold Turd ain't never been funny in a long time, man. You really be honest. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think her Color Purple days was her best days, to be really be honest with you. Everything else has been downhill, man, you know. So, was it Star Trek? Yeah, she was on there. And back then I was kind of I was tolerating Poopy Gold Turd. I used to tolerate her, man. With Star Trek, big Star Trek fan. Now I can't stand her. Now when I see her on there playing that character on there, man, it's not even believable, man. You know what I'm saying? If she acted like the character she played on Star Trek, she'll be a lot more, like poised, emotionally controlled. She's a damn emotional basket case, man. Yeah, yeah, I know. I call it NSA host. What I say, hosting. Yeah, Sunny hosting. Yeah, yeah. They're easy to clown on, man, because when we find out that have they been funded by I believe so, man. We'll find out about them because a lot of them, man, is getting monies, man, from We're gonna find out though, John. We are gonna find out, man, about them. I don't see them lasting that long either. They're gonna be totally revamped. Just like with MSNBC, that's like the worst of them. They gotta be totally taken out, man. It's gotta be just totally, totally, totally purged out and hire new talent up in there. Talent that we need that's gonna deliver the news, be journalists without and keep their personal biased opinions to themselves. And we haven't had that type of journalism in a long time. And we need that because right now we really don't need them because really, who's the future? Social media. Man, I can be able to apply for my press credentials, man. I've done it before with other things, but I may just take Trump up on that, man, and get myself a press credential that you'll be seeing. They said to see it, some random guy. They gonna be like, yeah, what media are you with? I'm with some random guy, man. We just random people over here, man. With a press pass. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I deliver the news. And I'll be asking Trump good questions and stuff though too. I really would. I'll be asking him when would the accountability happen? Will we see it sometime this year, Mr. President? That's what I'll be asking. I will ask the president when I get my press credentials, guys. The question I'm gonna ask President Trump this, which I ain't heard nobody answer. I said, Mr. Trump, I said, Mr. President, when will we see accountability against the deep state? Will we see it this year, sir, or Mr. President? That's the question I would ask him. I sure would. And I got some other questions I will ask him that a lot of these other media clowns won't answer. They won't ask, but I ask him that. When will we see accountability against the deep state? Would it be sometime this year, Mr. President? And then the other question is, Mr. President, is simply this: when the people are caught and brought to justice, will they go to Guantanamo Bay? That's another question I have. I got a lot of questions, right? John says news streamers on social medias are getting more viewership than the cable news. Yeah, man, I've been seeing these other guys blowing up, man. These guys are big, man. Was a black conservative. There's quite a few of them. Yeah. Let me see here. What else? Hold on for one moment. Let me see here. And then you have here, John says also, I just saw an article that broke down the numbers. Oh, I'm sure though too, man. John, you have to send me that article, man, so I'll be willing to read that as well. You always send me good stuff, man. I'd be willing to look at that as well too, because this is where we are, man. We are in a beautiful time right now. John, man, you gonna blow up on your business, man, as we enter into this golden age, man, because as a farmer, you guys are going to be looking real good. Trump love farmers, man. Trump love farmers, man. I love farmers, man. You and Sherry can bear to afford her a farm hand to help her on her farm because money is going to be coming in, man. John says, I have to see if I can find it. Okay, that's cool, John. Yeah, that's cool, man. But yeah, man, the numbers, man, because We deal with statistics and numbers around here, you know, looking at what they've been doing. And yeah, man, it's just been really, really, really this has been an interesting year so far. Yep. Interesting year. Interesting year. And more is to be revealed. More is to be revealed because I do believe Trump is going to introduce, what is it, Epstein's Black Book, the Diddy files and stuff, that the Fed's been trying to keep that on lock. It's not going to work. You know, Cash Patel, going to be the new FBI director, the new director of the FBI. Cash Patel is going to get in there no matter what they're trying to do. You know, Trump have to push for another reset or push for a reset. He may just do that, but they're going in there. The rest of them are going to be certified. We need we need RFJ. You know, we need him in there, right? Junior, we need him in there. We need him in there though, right? Because we push it against Big Pharma. We are pushing against the military-industrial complex. This country and its patriots are pushing against that. There ain't gonna be no more wars. We're not funding no more wars. And then the people in the military industrial complex, they're gonna be brought to justice too for international war crimes against not just America but against the world, man, for the crimes that they have done. For the crimes against the republic, and I can see silver bracelets on these people. You know what I'm saying? Because all the money ain't gonna stop you from the injustices that you have done onto innocent people for the sake of funding for more money. You know, we already know that y'all control the chains of the Democrat and these rhino Republicans. It's the military industrial complex. The American people see it now. The jig is up. There's no hiding no more military industrial complex. There's no more hiding. You've been exposed now. Your cover is blown. You, as well as the World Economic Forum, all y'all in bed with each other, you globalist bastards, you, and things like that. Your Bill Gates as well, and all the rest of you. And y'all thought that y'all were going to try to run this great reset, the new Green Deal. Think y'all were going to have us eating bugs and snails and everything like that? Well, y'all eating deliciously. Guess what? Another thing's coming because the people have spoken. We have chosen our president, and that's Donald J. Trump. And Trump, with God's mercy, is going to deliver us right into heaven, man. And that's exactly what he's going to be doing on earth, the land of milk and honey here in America. And American people are going to understand what true freedom, true liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You know, that's why I love, we got more. Hey, John, have you heard that we have more young Americans that are enlisted into the military now for the first time ever? We got a new branch, a new group of 18-year-olds that are signing up to go into the military now to fight for this country. Patriotism is rising again. I love it. That's why I love reciting. What is it? The land of the free and the home of the brave, man. God bless America, man. You can't get behind this though. You know, that's why they shouldn't even be allowed to be flying no other flag but the American flag. That's the only flag that should be flown in America, man. And y'all gonna get on this freedom, man. You gonna get on this liberty and pursuit of happiness because I'm a true patriot as well, too, man. And this is what time it is, man. What you gonna do when America, red, white, and blue come running on you, brother? What are you gonna do, brother? Yeah, I got to get over here and get into my, oh, yeah, we're going to be, boy, we are Americans, man. Oh, yeah. What you going to do when the red, white, and blue come running on you, brother? You know, that's what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. I got to do, oh, macho man, Randy Savage. Oh, yeah. That's what it is, though, ladies and gentlemen. We bringing patriotism back. We're getting our country back. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. And I get excited about it every time, as you should. If you live in America, you should be excited. There's no doom and gloom. You should be happy. We getting our country back. We are setting the presence on the world stage, right? Right here in America. The world is looking at America right now. And you got Germany is trying to mimic what we're doing. Germany is talking about removing their illegals out of their country. They're doing it. The shots have been shot. The shots have been heard around the world. John says, "Let's hear the Ric Flair." Oh yeah, woo! Yeah, you know what I'm saying? America, woo! That's what it is. Ric Flair. Some of you guys may not follow wrestling, but me and John do. You know. Yeah, so that's what it is, though. Yeah, brother. And we got here Ric Flair. Woo! Nature Boy. Well, what you know about Nature Boy, you know? But yeah, that's exactly what it is, though, man. I feel good about being American. Thank you. I appreciate John. I do a pretty good impressions, don't I? Oh, yeah, brother. Man, yeah, that's what I'm saying, though, man. So America is looking good right now. You guys have spoken. American freedom, man. Can you smell that freedom? Man, and freedom over here. No flag should be flown but the American flag, the red, white, and blue. What you gonna do when America comes trampling on you with that freedom? That's what we're talking about, man. Everybody want to be American. Everybody want to come over here. Everybody want to taste the freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You can buy a home. You can say what you want to say. This is what we have, what we call the Bill of Rights, the Constitution. As I said earlier, right? 3 levels of government. We have all this stuff. We're not living under no dictatorship. Nobody's telling us what we can't do. As an American, you can be an engineer, you can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be any of these professions if you want to. If you want to be in tech or a skilled laboring job, you can do that easy. Nobody's telling nobody that you can't do this and that. This ain't no third world, you know. This ain't Russia. This ain't Ukraine, right? This ain't China. This is America. This ain't North Korea. This is America, right? The red, the white, the blue. And you guys should be more patriotic. We got more 18-year-olds, as I said earlier, that are signing up to protect this country. They are enlisting in the military branches right now. They are signing up. And it's a beautiful thing, though, too. We will be the world's leader when it comes down to manufacturing, right? We are also going to be the world leaders when it comes down to energy independence, right? And also our food, right? We have kicking a lot of the Chinese CCP out of our country as well, rounding them up, getting them up on out of here. You guys to go. You know what I'm saying? China, go back. You ain't whatever lawsuit you doing. We are not a part of the UN over there, sir. So you can kick rocks. You know, Chinese nationalists, go home. You know, you ain't gonna turn this into no red country. This, yeah, we red all right, but we ain't China red. This is the republic. This is America. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like I said before, all of them are suspect until proven otherwise. You know, take your ass back to China. You know, that we took that Panama back. What you gonna do about it? You got nukes, we got nukes. You got military, we got military. What you gonna do is detente, as far as I'm concerned right now. You know what's gonna happen to China? I think I'm gonna say this to you, John. This is what's gonna happen with China, in my opinion. Because now that we have exerted the American might and we have cut them off from our food supplies, taking back our infrastructures that they tried to buy and we are taking it back. We're getting a lot of Chinese nationalists out of here. We're closing the back doors to these espionage spying programs. They've been ripping us off on our intellectual properties. As far as I'm concerned, take your ass back to China. If you CCP, take your ass back to China. You're going to get on out of here anyway. We don't rock with you. We don't fuck with you. We fuck with Americans, right? I'm American. You know what I'm saying? You're going to come over here with some respect. You're not going to come over here and willy-nilly. You thought that you were going to destroy us with this gender thing that you created. We know we are aware of that. You know, this whole TikTok nonsense, right? We even took that from you. It ain't gonna be no backdoor spying on no going back to China. This is America, right? This is the land of the free and the home of the brave. This is exactly what it is, you know? This is exactly what it is. So yeah, man, we are looking great though, John, man, and we're gonna get better and better and better as the time goes on, because Trump is moving lightning speed. This ain't never been seen in the presidency before. With Trump and all these executive orders, over 400 of them, Trump got the people by his side. He has the military by his side, and he has other countries by his side. Stuff that Obama couldn't do, Clinton's couldn't do, Bush's couldn't do, even Biden couldn't do because they didn't want to, because we already know they were all part of the deep state. And that's the thing about it, man. That's why I say land of the free, home of the brave, man. And you Americans, show your patriotism, man. I love flying that flag. I bet not see another flag flown in this country. I'm gonna burn it up. I'm gonna burn it up. There ain't no flag gonna be flown but the American flag. You want to fly your flag? You take your ass back to your own country and fly your flag. This ain't Iraq, Iran, North Korea, China. I don't want to see none of them flags flown, right? I don't even want to see a Mexican flag. The only flag I want to see Mexican fly is the American flag. It went over there desecrating our flag over there in LA, man. You know, if Trump were to give the word, it'll shut that shit down in the New York Minute. How dare you entitle illegal criminal as people, ungrateful ingrates coming into our country. Talking about you Mexicans right now. You illegal, come over here, then you want to have a protest and then burn the American flag. What sense does that make? You want to be part of America, but you don't have no respect for America and you want to burn the flag. I would say round their asses up, Tom Holman, because I use an ICE. I'm calling today. I'm gonna call the tip hotline today because that's something I got to do. That way we round the rest of these criminals up, though. I don't have no respect for anybody. When you burn the American flag, you cross the line. How about I burn the Mexican flag? I may have to do that. I want to burn the Mexican flag since you burning the American flag, right? I'm burning the Mexican flag. I'm burning the Iraqi flag. I'm gonna burn the Iranian flag. If you don't burn, if you want to burn our flag, I'm gonna burn your flag. How about that? How about that? Because in America, this is what it is. It's the American flag or nothing. You take your ass back to your country, you want to fly your flag. You ain't gonna burn our flag. You ain't gonna allow you to get away with it either. We ain't gonna allow you to get away with it. Because your ass is going back to Mexico whether you like it or not. You're going back to your countries, Venezuela, Colombia, right? Guatemala, El Salvador. We're going to keep naming these countries, right? You going back to your country, Honduras. You going back to your country. We don't want you here when you over here illegal. We are for mass deportation. There will be no birthright citizenship too. Let me go ahead and add that in here. No birthright citizenship should belong to any illegals. The birthright citizenry belongs to Black Americans only because we were wrote in the Constitution. Y'all ain't been no slaves like we have over here, right? The abolishment of the 13th Amendment belonged to black folks. 14th Amendment, birthright citizenship. 15th Amendment, right? Being allowed to vote. 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment belongs to us, not you. You don't even rock with American policies. You don't even speak the language. You don't do any of the stuff. You don't even pay into the taxes. Therefore, you are illegal. You don't even have a social security. So shut the F up. Nobody want to hear from no criminal illegals when you come over here. This is a new regime now. You got to go. Self-deport yourself while you got time. This is for America. Only Americans have right to the Constitution. How they gonna sit up here and tell them, well, what you should do when you run across ICE is not to speak to them? You'll be thrown in automatic. Don't speak to the ICE agents when they ask you, are you American citizen? Because all they're gonna do is lock your butt up. That's all they're gonna do. Over here, it's going to be America or nothing at all. America, nothing at all. When you come over here as a citizen, you better know the Constitution. You better know the Bill of Rights. You better know this stuff when you become an American citizen. We want your best, not your worst. You're not coming over here being no welfare recipient. We got enough of that nonsense. We want you over here. You better be in STEM, science, technology, engineering, or math. We are not taking no lessons. Go back to your country. You are not welcome here. The only people that we want is people that come through the right pathway of citizenship. You are a plague on our community, our society. Look what happened with a lot of your illegals you have brought over here, trying to wreak havoc and terror and killing and raping American citizens. And that's why the Lake and Riley bill had to be passed. No illegal, when they kill American, you're going to automatically get life in prison. Prison, automatic. Trump have already set that up. And if you caught burning the American flag again, 1 year in prison, automatic. No exceptions. No exceptions. No exceptions, right? This is what has to happen. This is what has to happen. And I'm very passionate about this because we are not taking care of illegals in this country no more. It's going to be America first. American citizenry here in America. It's going to be America first. If you're in some other country, this channel may not be for you. But for America, America first, right? You can go ahead and go on to another channel. This is not India. This is not China. This ain't North Korea. This ain't Afghanistan. This is America, right? We are exercising our rights. It is American people first. If you don't like that, we already getting you up on out of the country. This ain't just for south of the border. If you are an illegal Indian, you got to roll. If you're illegal Chinese, you got to go. If you are illegal, anybody that's Iranian, that's illegal, you got to go, and anybody else, you got to go, you got to bounce up on out of here. We only taking American citizens only that have been sworn in. And the right to stay, and another thing is in Mexico, right? And that is what it is. You're going to be over in Mexico waiting for, and that's even if we approve and things like that. If we approve, refugee thing and all this other type of stuff, trying to be approved for asylum over here in America, because it's going to be vetted first, the way it should have been. The way it should have been. We're getting a lot of you illegal as fuck as people from Haiti. Y'all are going back home. We done rounded a lot of you up anyway. You're going home, shipped out on that big cargo plane, going home. That big, beautiful cargo plane that says United States of America. You are being housed in there, being passengers. I call it Con Air. That's exactly what it is. Con Air. Con Air for convicts. Con Air for convicts. Right? Because anybody that's over here, I don't discriminate. This ain't just about Latinos now. No, it's not. It goes deeper than that. This is about anybody that is illegal here in America. Mass deportation. We have sealed the border. 20,000 military troops and more to come. We're going to destroy the cartel, right? Make Mexico beautiful again. That way the citizens don't have to keep trying to run away from Mexico. Mexican people, you should be trying to do better in your country. But now that we got to do it, and Trump really should do the dirty work and charge the Mexican government for doing the work. That's only fair. Because we're putting our boys down there, putting boots on the ground over there. You know what I'm saying? That's only rightfully so. As far as my opinion, you know what I mean? Since they can do it, because we know the cartel run Mexico anyway, and it run a lot more. But those days are dead. It's about America first. We only want American citizens, right? We done already covered USAID. We already went over that already, right? Went over all that stuff. I'm bringing it even further now because we know that they've been funding a lot of these phony ass organizations and stuff like that. It's about accountability, man. It's going to be accountability. America, if you ain't patriotic, you should be backing me up on this stuff. This is what it's about. We bring good old patriotism. Because anybody caught burning that flag is going to get 1 year in prison. 1 year in prison. You know, 1 year in prison. How would you like it if I would have burned the Mexican flag? How do you like that? You know, you can come over here begging America for asylum and stuff, and you over here burning the American flag. What kind of sense does that make? You burning a flag that you begging to be part of. That already lets you know you ain't even part of our system. You know, you ain't even part of our system. That's like me begging to be Mexican, right? Going over there and seeking asylum in Mexico. And then when they refuse me, I'm going to burn their flag. And I'm in their country. What kind of sense does that make? They over here burning the American flag, attacking American citizens. Now, I'm not going to get attacked because, you know, I keep my sidearm on me, you know, and I will protect myself if necessary. And I know I'm quite sure, you know, with a Glock, I can lay some people down, go night, 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 night. You know what I'm saying? They go night, night. You know, make them go night, night. Because we have a right under the Second Amendment to be able to carry arms and then also to protect ourselves. You know, so therefore they're over there attacking Americans down there in L.A. and burning the American flag, and the Mexicans begging to be part of America. Make that make sense? How in the hell can you burn the American flag, but yet still you begging to be part of America? And now that you about to get rounded up, talking about, yeah, you don't have to talk to the ICE agents, you don't have to tell them anything, you don't have right to no citizenship. You don't even have rights to the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. That's only for American citizens. We have that right. You better talk, you better say something to them, because all they're gonna do is get you arrested. Like they know you don't even speak English very well. And I want them to remove that off the IRR, the IVRs, when you call in these businesses. For English, press 1. For Spanish, press 2. No, the only thing should be is English. We're not carrying you no more. You come over here, you better know how to command the English language. And if you don't, that's going to be grounds because you don't qualify. I can't go to Japan and things. Now, I can go and speak English, but what do Japanese want you to know? They want you to know Japanese. They want you to know the kanji. You have to at least have about 5,000 kanji under your belt, knowing how to read the calligraphy, what they call kanji. You have to know how to do that. You can't go in other people's country and not know how to speak and begging for asylum at the same time. We're not spending no more resources over nonsense. Look at how the school, this is why Trump got to revamp the Department of Education already. Too much money is being allocated to pay special needs for these children that don't know how to speak English in the school systems. Taken away from the other people in the public schools. You don't think we don't know this stuff? You don't think we don't know this stuff? You don't get no rights. You are a child of a criminal. You don't belong over here. And somebody got to tell you the truth. And I'm telling you the truth. This is exactly what it is. I'm not shaking and faking it. Oh, yeah, the children. No. If your parents is not from here or been sworn in nationalized citizen, you are illegal. Therefore, you have to bounce. Bye-bye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be you. That's what it has to be. We are patriotic here. America first. America first. That's why Trump going after this USAID, this slush fund stuff. I went over that already. Not going over that no more. You want to catch it? Catch it. Catch my live after I'm done. Not going over that no more. We're not. It's already been revealed. Already been revealed. Already. It's already been revealed. Already. It's already been revealed. This is nonsense. Taking taxpayers' money to fund some BS type stuff. We know it's money laundering because they were sending the money there and sending it back here. It was going in their own pockets. They were all divvying it up. That's all it was. It was a scam from the beginning. And Americans are outraged over this. Don't let it fool you just because you ain't hearing about it on the legacy media. But Americans are outraged, just like they are outraged that every time they see an illegal that's in this country, they've been given. I wouldn't be surprised, John, that money that they've been giving the illegals Remember $2,500 on these cards that was getting the EBT, all the shit that Americans could have been getting, they've been getting it. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, they've been getting it. They have been living off the high hog of America, right? And this is what infuriates me, just like it does with a lot of Americans. And I'm supposed to feel sorry because you don't want to go home. Mexico and a lot of these other countries are your home. You want to make your country great. We done made ours great. You make yours great. You put accountability on your government. Oh, I forgot. You don't have the Constitution. So you think that you can just ride off of us. No, those days are dead. You got to go. John says, think of all infrastructure that could have been fixed between what was stolen and the Ukrainian war fund. Exactly. You're right, because that money could have been fixed our infrastructure. It was a scam. That's why they're going to Guantanamo. This is treason. What you just said, what was going on, all that money, billions of dollars sent over there to Lazinski. And once we get his ass under control, you already heard this, John, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Trump is already gonna be working on where they're gonna have an election thing like we do in America. Now we gotta build a country up. Now we gotta give them elections and all this other kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And even Lazinski said that he didn't get all that money. Lazinski, if you didn't get all that money, then where's the rest of that money? Because by rights, you should be running that money back. Yo, you should be running that money back to the United States. Because the slut fund, we're going to find it. That money should be run back here, yo, for real. That money and all the other money that America has been funding, right? Look at what's going on in South Africa right now. They're taking the land and stuff back over there. You already know Trump going to do to South Africa. All he's going to do is hit they behind with tariffs and sanctions. I do believe that's going to be coming in South Africa if they don't get their act together. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I shouldn't even be. And I really don't like talking about global politics very much, geopolitics. I really like concentrate more on America, but some things is necessary because, as John said, the money that was coming out of America, we all know this, it was going over to Ukraine. That's the thing about it. Look at what we could have been doing, not just the infrastructures. We could have been having beautiful businesses and all kind of stuff, man. There's a whole slew of things that could have been done on all this. They created a great debt on the taxpayers. A, a great debt on the taxpayers. Yeah. Yeah. And then John says they have two okay, they have to cause Putin will not negotiate peace until Ukraine has free elections. Exactly. They need a free election. They don't need a dictatorship, you know? Now we already know in Russia they don't have a they say they do, but we already know. But I don't live in Russia, so making sure my connection is connected. But I don't, we don't live in Russia though, so that's the thing about it though, man. But I understand though. I understand. Russia and America, we should have been allies. You know who got in between that, John? You already know the military-industrial complex, because they figured they always use Russia. If you notice, Russia have always been used since the Cold War. This was done purposely so they could keep the funding going. Create an enemy and then fund the enemy and then wait for a response and then they are the solution. The Gaelic dialect. This is what they do. This is what they do. This is what they do. Everything is being exposed. Everything. Everything is being exposed. Ain't no hiding. Everything is out front and center now. That's the thing about it. This is why the Democrat elites They know they're done. They know their time is coming. Hillary Clinton got that stupid look on her face. She already know. You know, her, Bill, daughter, it's they know the time is coming. They know the time is coming, man. All of them know the time is coming. Obama, they know the time is coming. Wait till that be revealed. Huh. Wait till they find out that he's not even an American citizen. Talking about Obama, right? Wait till that come out. Not only that they have hijacked America. They have hijacked America with this criminal treasonous act that they have done. Why isn't the news media saying and calling out for what it is? You know why? Because they're on the payroll of the deep state. Trump been said that. That's why he called it fake news. They're on the payroll of the deep state. This is why we are popular on social media, because we're telling the truth for what it really is. Don't you agree that this is a treasonous act for what they did from the Obama thing all the way down, right? This is all treasonous, all of it. John says, how many people know Russia parked warships in New York and Washington during the Civil War to stop England from attacking us while we were fighting each other? Yep, I didn't even know that. I did not know that though, at all though, John. But I do know this. I do know this though. Russia, as we already know, we know that everything is not perfect in no country. But one thing for sure, I never consider Russia as our enemy because they've been created to be an enemy. You know, we ain't never had no problems when you really think about it with no Russians. But what we got the military industrial complex though that's have created since the Cold Wars, created this situation in the first place so they can get more funding. Once again, this thing have always been a roost. And now that the chickens are coming home to roost right now, that's why the majority of Americans are fed up. They are livid to find out that the USAID is nothing more than a slush fund funding criminal activity from child sex trafficking and human trafficking, the cartel, right? They are a weapon war hawk machine that has been stopped. This is what is going on. This, they should be reporting the news for real, but they are not. The American people, they already know by now that these Democratic elites, Hollywood elites, I read somewhere there too, money would be funded to them too. It makes a lot of sense. I'm not going to doubt it. I mean, when we start looking at it, I'm not going to doubt it. This is exactly what has been going on. They've been playing us like a harp from day one since 1913. These wicked, corrupt people in Hollywood, right? One of the same political front, they all actors, and a lot of them are going to be brought to justice. No wonder they flying out of America, leaving out of here, stepping down, old CEOs stepping down now. Why are you stepping down now, right? Are you afraid of something that's going to be exposed about you? Oh, I got to get myself, you got your passports, dear, we got to get the hell out of America. You know? I wonder what's taking Poopy Goldturd a long time for getting out of America. She's still here doing the View. Here's the advice to you, Poopy Goldturd. Why don't you just go ahead on and make it easy on yourself and bring yourself in? Because you know we're going to find out about what y'all been doing anyway. You and Joyless, Bay, you know what? Why don't you go and make it easy on yourselves? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We have one of the smartest, greatest minds on the case, and that's Elon Musk with his helper, with his 18, 19-year-old helpers. That's also genius. Yet John says she ain't leaving. She said that's BS last time Trump won. Yeah, I know, right? She ain't gotta leave, but I see those silver handcuffs and she ain't right. If a poopy gold turd is not right, she can also be wearing those silver bracelets. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about this, man, they don't have a leg to stand on, you know? Yeah, you have a right of freedom of speech, but you also, since y'all in journalism, all of them on The View, Anna Navarro, you know, and all the rest of them, I forgot the other girl's name, Elizabeth something, all of them, right? Sonny Halston, you know, Joyless, Behar, all of them have a responsibility to report journalism. But you know what, a lot of these women, man, they are out of control. To me, they're not even journalists, man. They're out of control ass cackling hens, and a lot of them are over the hill, man, hit the wall. Ain't no man checking for them. You know, ain't nobody checking for them on The View like that, you know? So yeah, so other than that though, man, you know, I'm happy and glad that stuff is being revealed. And they are going to be made accountable. This ain't going, no stone is going to be unturned. All stones are going to be turned over. And here it is. You got Elon Musk, one of the smartest men in the world, is on the case. So he ain't going nowhere. Trump ain't going nowhere. So other than that, people gonna get to learn to like it. They're gonna like it and learn to love it. Yeah, John says Behar and Whoopi are washed up comedians. They were never journalists. It's true. And that should be something to be said there, where you have comedians doing journalist type stuff. You know, I would respect the View better if it was a comedy parody like Saturday Night Live and stuff like that. You know, that would be a little bit more tolerated. But they are serious. Ain't no jokes. No jokes at all. Jokes aside, comedians that are serious as a heart attack. I haven't heard anything funny that they have said. They got an echo chamber of people on The View anyway, though. I mean, really. John says Zelensky was a comedian turned president. This is a joke. They have no more credibility than I do, to really be honest, though. At least I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? At least I do speak the truth. And then if I say something that's in error, I will detract my statements. You know, here I am calling him Mark Rubio instead of Marco Rubio. You know, I mean, I at least would say that that's no BS. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though, man. I hear what you're saying, John, and yeah, because I remember I never watched Joyless Behar as a comedian, but I remember she was a comedian. I watched Whoopi Goldberg at stand up and Jumping Jack Flash and what's the other one movie? Color Purple and Sister Act 2. Miss what's the other one? She played on Star Trek as I mentioned. She did like these special guest appearances on some of these black TV shows and stuff like that. But I tolerated her, but after seeing her on The View and hearing her give her political opinions on stuff, and she is just, irritating to me. Just to hear her voice now is irritating. John says, we 800-year-old to hear Behar. I know, right? I mean, yeah, because you talk about, well, shit, when was she a comedian? Like the 70s? Shit, I mean, I remember George Carlin, and I remember him like in the 80s for George Carlin, you know what I'm saying? But no, I don't remember Joyless Behar at all, man. I don't remember her like a comedian like that. Like you made a point, John. I don't go back to her. She can remember, as she said, as a little kid. I could go back to the Nixon days. I mean, shit, everybody on the panel Other than Whoopi Goldberg probably remember the Nixon shit. Everybody else on that panel don't remember the Nixon stuff. Anna Navarro and them, they don't remember that stuff either. I don't remember that stuff. You know what I mean? Talking about Nixon. Oh man. Oh man. This is funny, man. Woo, this is funny. Yeah, but you guys are just coming in, man. I've been cooking, man. I've been cooking this leftist thing, man. I've been cooking there behind. Talking about the Democratic elites, talking about stuff that's been revealed, the Clintons and stuff, Chelsea Clinton. Just doing a little bit of a recap, on her foundations, Clinton foundations, and other medias and stuff that have been funded. The list goes on and on and on with this corruption that they've been doing and stuff. That now that they're exposed, they're trying to impeach Trump. They're trying to get Elon Musk out of there, getting him away from the Treasury. They don't like the fact that him being in that Treasury, and he's revealing more stuff as the days to come. So, like it is, Trump, we elected Trump. We gave Trump a mandate. Trump is adhering to that mandate. He said, and we voted on closing the border, getting a lot of illegals out of this country, right? Because there's a war on corruption, getting rid of the fake news. That's going to be coming eventually. Trump have we have voted for him once again. The mandates, we have given him a mandate to get this country together, and that's what he's doing. So, like it is, Hakeem Jeffries, this message is for you and all your Democratic elites. Go run and tell this. There is a new sheriff in town. And let's just hope that your yard is clean, if you know what I mean. Because if it's not, I can see those silver bracelets being worn on you, and they will look good on all you guys. But go ahead and go down the list, right? Those silver bracelets there's no discrimination. Mitch McConnell, Chuck Schumer, Adam Shifty Schiff, right? Who else we talking about? Chucky Schumer, right? Go right down the list, right? Maxine Wicked West Waters, Elizabeth Warren, right? Going right down the list, because all of you guys, and many more that's on that list, you guys are trash. Y'all done. You don't have no party. You don't have no leadership. You have nothing because you have a legacy of robbing the American people. This is your legacy for the Democratic Party. You tried to destroy the black community with slavery, Jim Crow, segregation, as well as redlining, right? These are the things, Ku Klux Klan. You guys on the left, I'm talking about the Democratic elites, you are nothing different than where you was back then. I'm talking about, the party switch. No, they didn't. You guys switch your practices of what you were doing. You don't have to wear the white sheet no more. Who needs the white sheet? Who needs the white sheet today when you can wear a suit and smile in the faces of people and knife them and stab them behind the back? You're doing the same tactics that your ancestors did in the early days. Ever since your party was established in the 1820s, I believe it was 1828 to be exact. But you have never been about accountability and responsibility. You are just as wicked and just as evil and just as corrupt as you was back in the 1800s. You are that same lying, manipulative, cheat, low down, treasonous type people. You were responsible for the Civil War as well. You were the ones that's behind Abraham Lincoln assassination. You wanted to keep America off the gold standards. You were the one that wanted to push for control of the American monetary banking system. You were that same wicked, evil people, right? That was, as I mentioned before, for the slavery. Look at the blue states. You don't believe in the Constitution. You don't believe in the Bill of Rights. You don't believe in the Declaration of Independence. That's obvious, right? You hate guns. You want martial law. You want total submission, totalitarian system under your control, under your thumbnail. You were in bed with the World Economic Forum. You were in bed with the WHO, World Health Organization. You were in the bed with the military industrial complex. You were in bed with Big Pharma. You have a lot to pay for. Do I need to keep going? You were the ones that were controlling the so-called media, the legacy media, which we call fake news, coined by Trump, propaganda, war machine, war hawking, all for funding. This is what it was about. It was never about weaponizing the FBI, spying on American citizens, denying us of putting censorship, denying the freedom of speech, locking up at the time when he was a former president at the time. He went out there and called for help, went into his home, assassination attempts, a couple of assassination attempts against President Trump. Sure did. They invaded Mar-a-Lago, right? Broke the Fourth Amendment, First Amendment rights. It's this party, like I said, I've been walking this stuff down. All this stuff that I said is actually factually true. Only reason that you have a rebuttal against this because you still got what is it, skin in the game because you want that funding. And you're not going to get that funding no more. Trump took the funding away from you crooked, wicked, corrupt Democratic elites. You don't get that funding no more. So you got to figure out ways how to pay those people over there political now. Now that you don't have access to the purse no more. They don't have access to the purse, ladies and gentlemen. That's that, and that's the good thing about it. Warriors never like them. Never like warriors. Never like political. Never like them. Because we already know those are nothing more than so-called news media fronts that went against the American people. They're not for us, they've been against us. They've never been for us. Never been about that life. They believe in investing in chaos and destruction. They hate freedom. They hate the fact that they got Trump in there. They hate Elon. Can't you guys see that? They hate people that stand up against what they got going on. All they want is a bunch of yes people. And this is why they hate and fear Tulsi Gabbard. Let's just be real. Tulsi, they cannot stand her. You know why? Because Tulsi have always been a straight shooter. She have always been a moderate for the most part of it. She had no choice but to be part of MAGA because it wasn't nothing else. All the libertarian parties and all of them are pretty much gone or been hijacked. Green Party. What's the chance you're going to see somebody in the Green Party being the president? This is why Trump decided to go in the Republican Party because he had, which I'm glad he couldn't go in there and run as a moderate. But he figured if he go in there as a Republican, he knows the history of the Republican Party, right? Go in there and clean house, which he did. Rhinos ain't running shit. Rhinos ain't running shit. I mean, only people we got in that's running Florida is Jeb Bush. We still got John McCain out of Arizona. We still got these old guards or whatever like that. You know, we got the Shaneys, but their reign of terror is coming to an end, ladies and gentlemen, and they know it. They know it. That's why I can speak very confidently about this type of stuff, confidently about this, because we already know how Trump is moving. Yeah, John says Democrat men don't like Tulsi cause she is a bigger set of nuts than exactly. She was the one that been in the military, fought in not Afghan. What's it? She fought over there in Afghanistan. That's right. Saw a lot of her brothers and sisters perish over there and stuff. She said it. She said it. She fought over there because she was too young to be in the first Gulf War over there. You know what I'm saying? She was Desert Storm. She would have been too young for that. The only people that would have been fought in Desert Storm, like myself and you, we were old enough to go over there in Desert Storm for sure. The first one. Had I would have been in the military, had I would have joined the Marines though, dear John, yeah, I'd have been right over there in the first Gulf War, man. They would have had my ass over there, man, in Desert Storm. Yep, that I do know for a fact. I remember it like it was yesterday. You know, yep, sure would have. They sure would have had my ass over there, 100 miles and running. But you make a good point about that, though. The Democrat men, which is a bunch of wussies, yeah, Democrat men, man, they are terrible, terrible liberal men. Yeah, you're right. She got more kahunas than they do. She got the set of nuts, a bigger set of nuts than they do. A bigger set of nuts. You know? John says, good for you. I wish I joined the Air Force. Yeah, I know though, John, man. I would have been in there, man, fighting for this damn country, man, and stuff like that. Because I'll be in a different space now. I'd probably be doing Uber as a retired person. You're always a Marine, but I would have been sitting on my retirement fund, just like my friend that's 3 years older than me. And we were next door neighbors. He's actually an older brother than me. I got to call him this weekend. I'm going to call him too. And he's over there living in North Carolina, man. He's been a lifer in the Marines. Put his time in. He's set on his benefits, and he's doing cybersecurity. And that's what I'm going to school for, John. I'll be going to school soon to be studying cybersecurity, man. So that's where I'm gonna be going in on that field. But he told me that's very lucrative. He's been doing it. He learned that by being in the military. And by rights, I should have been a Marine my damn self, though, man. You know what I'm saying? But I missed that calling. Maybe in another life, I get it right. I get it right. John says the Air Force had an air conditioned tent suite and ate steak. No, I ate steak. Them fuckers. I know, right, man? Shit. I should have joined the Air Force then. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Man. You know, I used to drive by St. Luke's Air Force Base when I lived over there in Phoenix, Arizona, right off the number 10. You know, so yeah, the St. Luke's Air Force Base out there. Man, they got a lot of, as you know, man, they got a lot of military bases out there in Arizona, man. Yuma for the Marines, in Yuma and things like that, man. They got a lot of military bases over there, man. You know, yep. North Carolina does. Down Mississippi, I think Biloxi, I believe. They got a lot of them. John says we had those freaking MREs most of the time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure y'all did too, man. I'm sure y'all did, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. The Marines, the few, the proud, we're the Marines, man. Yeah, that's the thing about it. Have one of the best looking dressed blues out there. But I'm glad to see, John, that we have a lot of young people that are signing up after high school, man, 18 years old, joining and enlisting into the Marines, man. I mean, I'm sorry, just in the service in general, in the service. So whether if it's the military, Army, Marines, Air Force, Navy, whatever it is, National Guards, you know, yeah, good. God bless him, man. God bless him. John says the Air Force in the rear with the gear. I like that. The Air Force in the rear with the gear. I know, right? Yeah, man. Somebody got to cover that rear end now, man. Yeah, we have one of the best military on the planet, man. Yeah, we reign supreme in the air and on sea. And on sea, I mean, air and on sea, you know. And all of them take the oath, man, to protect this country, whether it's foreign or domestic. Yep, protect this country. And Trump is going to hold them to their oath because Trump has control of the military. Joe Biden never had control of the military. You know, it's good seeing Trump on Air Force One again, man. You know, Kamala had to fly Air Force Two. Why did she fly Air Force One? Aha. Why didn't Biden ride Air Force One? Rode Air Force Two because he wasn't the real president. Excuse me. Yeah, he wasn't the real president. That's the thing about it, though, you know. Air Force One, ladies and gentlemen. Think about that. Trump, Air Force One. Hey, John, do you think that Trump is going to go to the Super Bowl? Because it's rumor has it that Trump is going to be attending the Super Bowl game. So that's going to be interesting. Seeing Trump there. They said this is the first time a sitting president have attended a Super Bowl. Because I don't think I ever remember, as all the time I've been on the planet, I don't think I remember a president ever going to the Super Bowl. Okay, John says yes. They said he's going. Okay, as he should. Yeah, that'd be interesting, man. Yeah, KC and was it KC and Philadelphia Eagles? I believe it is. I know KC for sure. Yeah, Philadelphia. Yeah, the Eagles. Yep, the Eagles have landed. Ah, man. You know, but yeah, man, it's gonna be an interesting Super Bowl. People are gonna be excited about that. March Madness, all this other stuff going on. John says he went before, didn't he? Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I forgot about that. Yeah, Trump went before last year's Super Bowl. He was there. Hey man, John, thanks for reminding me. I said, wait a moment. I know he's been before now. Because I watched the Super Bowl game last year. In fact, one of my friends may have a Super Bowl party going on again. So I may definitely attend over there. I went to the one last year and we watched it. Yeah, we watched yeah, KC and San Francisco get it on, right? 49ers. Yeah. hmm I knew KC was gonna do it. They kept on showing Taylor Swift. Oh man. Well, I wonder would they boo her. She because right now Trump gonna get more visibility than she is, that's for sure. Taylor Swift hope it was worth it though. Taylor Swift, yeah. Tell Taylor, go ahead on and shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Go ahead, Taylor. Go on and shake it off now, you know. Oh man. Yeah. Go play that on your guitar. Yeah. Oh, liberal ass. You know what? I'm gonna be cool though, you know. But other than that though, yeah, man. So man, we are looking good, man. Yeah, I had a great break today talking about the politics, giving my little flip on it, even though, like I said, the stuff that I've been saying, like many other people are saying though, this USA, this AID slush fund thing has been shut down. The Democrats are losing their power. Trump has been chopping off their arms, their legs, taking their eyesight away from them, taking their hearing away from them. As a party, they are blind. They cannot create more problems, stealing more American money, which is the American people taking our taxpayer money and doing these horrendous things that they've been doing on the down low. All that has ceased. Trump is steady purging the CIA, FBI. It's a beautiful thing. It's a day of reckoning. And John, what do you think about them taking the buyout for some of these federal agents? They lucky to be doing that though, you know, getting them on out of here, man, getting them out of there. Get up on out of there because we don't need no big government anyway. 20% is adequate enough. 20% government, 80% gone. Yep, we can manage it, and us as the people, we can keep an eye on things, making sure that this monster don't come back. This is why American people have to stay vigilant. I keep saying this. We have our part. Trump is doing his part. We are doing our part by voting for him, but we must stay vigilant. Evil never sleeps. It's always evil is very patient. It's going to wait for another opportunity. This is how these people get down. These wicked people that have been exposed, they are all on the payroll of the deep state. And we see that. You don't even need glasses to see that. John said 40,000 took the buyout. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And they did the right thing because it was going to get very ugly. But they did the right thing, though, man, by taking that buyout. That way we can go ahead and finish purging this monster that we should have never gotten here. We should have never gotten here. But one thing for sure, we know our ancestors back in the 1913 era, they didn't have social media. They had to rely on the news. They didn't have the things. I think if it would have been today for them trying to do this stuff, it would be very difficult because we have eyes everywhere with social media and the internet. They didn't have what we have today, you know? Because back then, if you didn't hear about it on the news, it wasn't considered credible. But now, because here we are again, we still ain't hearing about it in the news, but we're hearing about it in other avenues, right? Other areas. Yeah. But they did the right thing. Take that buyout. Take that buyout. They're doing the right thing, though. Take the buyout. Get out while you still can. So 40,000 of them took that buyout for these federal agents and stuff. Just going to take the buyout and get up on out of there. Because Trump is going to purge the whole thing anyway. The swamp is steady being drained. Talk about Drano, liquid Drano, Roto-Rooter, Rotor-Rooter, Rooter to the pooter. Boy, I tell you, boy, no stone will go unturned. You hear me? No stone will go unturned. Elon Musk is on it, ladies and gentlemen. No stone will go unturned. It's a beautiful thing, man. Whether you got to rock with this or not, really doesn't matter in the hill of beans. The people have already spoken. Trump has spoken. We have given Trump a mandate. Trump is following the mandate. Everything that Trump did on his 20 bullet points on his campaign, this was his campaign policies. And he's seeing true to it. He's not only going through to it, but he's seeing true to it. He is truly true to the game. John says, you do that good. Hit Roto-Rooter, right? For a sponsorship. I really should though, man. I'm kind, and I could have been in Hollywood, man. I really could have, man. I could have been on stand up. I could have been in Hollywood, man. But when I found out that Hollywood got Hollyweird, I say no, 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 no. But yeah, man, Roto-Rooter, I had to come in when I could come in, man. Yep, Roto-Rooter. I still see their trucks, man, rolling around every now and then. Yeah, they used to have the, I was singing the jingle. You remember the old jingle? Oh yeah. You don't even see a Roto-Rooter truck commercial anymore these days. They was real popular. Yeah. The liquid Drano, right? In their day, coming out with the snaking and everything like that. And they got the long snake, as you know, man, go right down in the toilet, man. Roto-Rooter. They got to pull up the septic tanks. Man, that's a nasty job, John. Septic tanks. And this is what the Democratic Party is like. The Democratic Party elites, there's nothing more than that septic tank that got to be dug up. All type of filth, feces, garbage, trash, manure. It's a nasty, horrible thing with that septic tank. And that's what the Democratic elites are. That would be about the best way that I can describe of what the Democratic elites are. They are nothing more than that septic tank that Trump is digging up out the lawn. I should do a meme about that. I really should. They got to go down in the ground there, John, and dig for the septic tank. And then when they find it, and they got to get changing that thing is a nasty job. Man, John says they don't have to now. Everybody needs a plumber. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. And then hopefully we're going to have more skilled plumbers because the skilled labor jobs are going to come back. We're going to be teaching. Hey, John, I believe that Trump is going to allow vocational schools to come back to the schools where they're going to be learning trade in the schools again. And this is one of the reasons, in my opinion, as well, why he took the Department of Education out from the state, out from the government, and gave it back to the state, because these should be state-funded programs where Trump could put money on them, where they can learn automotive, they can learn carpentry, they can learn plumbing, electrician, just like they did before. Wood shop, working with wood again. Because now we got to teach a whole new generation, which is Gen Z. They have to learn these skills, right? We got to teach America how to be skilled with their labor again, man. John says, I took wood shop and metal shop in middle school. I know, right? I remember taking wood shop, man. I didn't take metal shop, but I took wood shop. Let me adjust my earbuds. Hold on for a minute. All right, that should be there now. Hold on for a minute. Okay, there we go. All right. You should be able to hear me now. Okay, good. Yeah, but I took wood shop. I took drafting, wood. John says, them poor teachers, they caught hell. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, man, because yeah, you had, I think they had to sign a waiver. I think you had to be at least 16 years old to work the circular saw, if I'm correct. The circular saw, not the band saw, but I think it was a circular saw. The one on the table where you had to run through it. And then what was funny about it, some of the woodshop teachers, remember, John, they had a missing finger or a pinky or something, man? It was like, yeah. John says, you're all muffled. Okay, hold on for a minute, John. Hold on for a minute. Let me see. Let me see if I get this. Am I all muffled? Okay, hold on for a minute. Other ear subs not picking up. I'm going to go to plan B. Hold on for a minute. I'm going to plan B. That doing sound muffled. Hold on for a minute. I gotta go to plan B. All righty. This should be a lot better now. I'm plan B. Not plan B for the abortion thing, but plan B as in my backup. There we go, John. That should be a lot better. Sorry about that. Yeah, my Bluetooth thing, I believe, has died. And I'm going to go ahead and charge this up. Yeah, man. But other than that, though, man. Yeah, man. So, yeah. That's why the skill stuff is going to come back in the schools, though, where they're going to be taught skills and stuff like that for the kids. Because we need to bring that back, man. We really do. Yep. Yep. We need to bring this stuff back. We need to bring it back. We need to bring it back. Yeah, I got it hardwired. I always keep my backups on me just in case. You know you can't rely on this Bluetooth stuff, man. You know. Um, yep. And what did Pam Bondi say? Pam Bondi. I'm about to call her Pam Blondie. Pam Blondie Bondi. She says to go after anyone who has pocketed our tax dollars off of the slush fund named the USAID. You know, that Pam Blondie Bondi is going to do it, right? You know she's going to do it. She's going to go after him, man, for sure, because they have been caught red-handed. And she said that she was going to uphold justice and not be swayed or not be this and that. So she's going to go after this group. Yep, they've been funding the internet, censorship, and things. The operation in London, run by Nina. What's her last name? Jankowski. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Isn't that something? Yeah. Biden era, the USAID leader Samantha Powers. She's been gaslighting, right? To the extreme, right? And to attempt to make USAID appear to be more proper, right? Try to dress it up as an agency, a regular
goodwill funding agency, is what she was trying to do. You can't dress this up and make this look better, man. You really can't. I mean, look at what's going on now, though, right? If we want to go there, right? Because you know what, John? I went on a couple of these AI things just to see if I could dig up some more information. To not to my surprise, you know what they were even holding back. They were saying alleged. They were saying alleged. The AI bot that they got control of was saying that the USADI allegedly about the fund, and then they were dressing up saying, "Well, yeah," and then they gave me information that I didn't even ask for. They were over here saying, "Oh yeah, the U.S. ADI, how they're humanitarian, helping aid, helping this, helping that." They would not cover what Elon Musk talked about. Fake AI news as well as fake news. John says Samantha Powers got us into more wars and conflicts than you can count. Exactly. And we're gonna sit up here and take Samantha Powers' word as in this slush fund organization. She tried to dress it up. She's more corrupt than the rest of them. That's what I'm saying, though, man. It's like it's stuff that a lot of us already know. You know, she can't dress it up and make it no better, man. Jesse Waters, I said this earlier. Why not say it again? $40 billion slush fund for the deep state. That's why I say, man, these people are through. Look at it. Democrat elites, deep state, 40 billion to run their campaigns, right? And use our taxpayers' money to push propaganda, fake news, weaponize the political the was a political Congress, right? Weaponize the DOJ, weaponize Homeland Security, weaponize the CIA and the FBI. This is all what's going on. It was nothing more than a big you know what fest going on. Big fuck fest. Why not say it? And then you want to send $20 million to spend on Iraqi Sesame Street? Do you absolutely believe that that money went to Iraqi Sesame Street? This is a joke meme. They got it over here where they got the Sesame Street, Ernie and Bert shooting against the Taliban and all the rest of this, or against our military over there. This is a joke. That shows you how much we don't believe in that. You know, we got Marco Rubio. He's back on the case. You know, as the U.S. Secretary of State. I already went over that already. Um, what else here is going on here, man? Look at it here. Politico. I said this earlier. They spent $8 million to receive, and that was actually to receive their ends today, but the payment has been canceled. Politico was supposed to pay. They were supposed to pay Politico $8 million, ladies and gentlemen. This slush fund was supposed to pay Politico $8 million. They can't make payroll. Who's gonna make the payroll? We've been covering Politico. You know what? Every American citizen owns Politico. To really be honest, like a lot of these other front organizations, right? Um, this guy by the name of Jim Ferguson says full audits of the of the WEF now were were hit. Okay, where has their money really come from? Where does the money really come from? The World Economical Forum has been exposed, right? This sinister globalist cabal received $68 million from the USAID while pretending cabinets and um, infiltrating democratic governments worldwide. So not only that they have been responsible for America, they also been responsible for other democratic elections as well. How big are the cabal? What really is? What did Charlie Kirk has to say? Charlie Kirk says this: important interview by Rand Paul, where where his, okay, where it says um, where he, I'm trying to read this here. Hold on. Important interviews by Rand Paul, where he meant to say where, yeah, there's a little grammar here. That's what's throwing me off. Uh, Documents what he calls an orchestrated by the Wuhan lab leak cover up and how Anthony Fauci and the CIA are obstructing Congress from investigating years of dual use of bioweapon funding. Huh. This is what Charlie Kirk had to say. It was an interview with Rand Paul, and I missed that interview, but I did hear how they have mentioned from another source about Trump was right again about the Wuhan thing. Trump was calling it the Wuhan virus or the Wuhan flu. Remember they basically criticized Trump of using the Wuhan thing. Trump was right again. According to Rand Paul, his documents what he calls the orchestrated Wuhan lab leak cover up and how Anthony Fauci and the CIA obstructing Congress. So, in other words, we know that they've been telling Congress to investigate years of dual use of the bioweapon funding. There was a cover up and a fuck up at the whole time. This is why Anthony Fauci and people like that are really are international war criminals. Really, um, Chelsea Clinton organization got $85 million, right, from the same old slush fund, USAID, right? Democrats are having a meltdown because of their thievery, corruption, and criminality are being exposed. You even got people, look at Marjorie Taylor Greene, boy. Shout out to Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know, yeah, she gave me a high five before at the Trump rally. After 58 billion have already, this is according to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene, this was reported back in June 2024. After 58 billion have already been spent to Ukraine through our State Department and the USAID. It's time to finally put America first. She is absolutely right. Our southern border is wide open, and this was back then, and we were being invaded every day, but Congress didn't seem to give a damn. Huh? Congress didn't seem to give a damn. That was pretty much obvious. You are spot on. That was called a mic drop right there, Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's a mic drop right there, man. Here it is once again. Democrats are outraged that American people want their taxpayer dollars going to good, useless, not stuff like this. We wanted to be going to good use, not this trash, not this stuff. We didn't sign up for this. This ain't a democracy. This ain't even a republic. Not with this type of stuff going on, you know. So let's hear what it has to hear. Breaking President Trump called for an investigation to find out who in the government has been receiving kickbacks from the USAID. Boy, Trump! Yeah, Trump is on the case, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. We also have former Congressman, I believe that is Matt Gaetz. Today, I'm introducing an amendment to reduce the USAID federal funding by $4.5 billion. So he's saying he's willing to reduce the funding, reduce it down. We should focus on economical development of our own country. This is coming from Matt Gaetz. Yep, Matt Gaetz. Yep. So yeah, but yeah, man. This stuff right here, man. Yeah, D.L. Hughley. This guy, I never liked that guy as a comedian on stand up. Now, it's amazing how politicians get it. I mean, comedians get into politics. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cook D.L. Hughley again, man. This clown, right? D.L. Hughley, man. This old garbage clown, right? D.L. Hughley, you need to shut your mouth, man. You've been rah-rahing with the Democrat Party elite for a long time, man. You ain't got no stake and claim in regards to this, you know? Let me see here. What else I'm reading here? I mean, therefore I am. Um, did you know that the USAID spent your tax dollars to fund celebrity trips to Ukraine and to boost Zelensky's popularity amongst Americans? Wow. Isn't that something? Wow, John. Funding celebrities, flying them over there to Ukraine. Don't they got enough money where they can fly their own asses over there to Ukraine? We've been paying for these garbage ass celebrities. Ben Stiller, I never liked you. Ben Stiller, I never liked you. Boy, I tell you, man, look at this stuff. Boy, This is garbage, man. Garbage. Garbage. Yep. Look at this here. CNN fails to describe any of the wasteful and criminal use of our tax dollars that the USAID engaged in. Of course, CBS is not going to disclose that because they're part of the wicked system. That's why they're not going to say it. They're not going to call this stuff out. Look at this. 7.7 point, wait a moment, let me pull this up here. Hold on for a minute. And we know that they've been controlling the bureaucracies for years. For years. Now that they finally got their ASS busted, look at this here. Taxpayers' money spent in Hollywood celebrities, as I already mentioned. Angela Jolie, check this out, John. Angela Jolie. Angela Jolie got $20 million. Sean Penn got $5 million. Orlando Bloom got $8 million, and more, while Americans are struggling. This is the hypocrisy. This is the corruption. Our taxpayers funding these rich celebrities that got more money than, look at this, funding while Americans are struggling. I'm a barbecue they ass. I'm a barbecue they ass, boy. Look at this. Boy, I'm over here, man. Don't Samantha Powers look like a 100 miles of bad road when you look at that face. Woo, man. Woo. Well, you know what that is? Woo. Yeah. John says Bondi needs to claw that money back. Yeah, I know, right? We really do need to run that money and run it back. Yeah, I like calling her Pam Blondie Bondi, you know, it just rhymes, you know. Oh man, I like it though. I'm over here looking at it right now. Politico. Look at this. Oh, wait a moment. Let me pull this back up. I'm over here looking at it right now. USA spending.government.gov. Politico LLC. This receipt, man, look at this. I'm reading the receipt. Looking at them right now. The receipt is associated with multiple parents in the data set. Sinclair Incorporated shows one more child receipt. Total rewards 3.4 $35.3 million. This was supposed to be paid to Politico. Politico can't pay they were supposed to be receiving the money funding today. They didn't get it. Politico is having problems paying their payroll, unless along with a lot of other things. I believe that Politico is going to go right down in the ground because you can't do this off of taxpayers' money. This is an absolute violation. This is a no-no. It's not 8 million. Yeah, from the U.S. AID, they said it was actually 34.3 million that Politico has received for various swampy federal government agencies. Swampy federal government agencies. There you go. Everything went dark for a minute, but it went back up. Politico, without a doubt, right, is a totally corrupt propaganda arm of the swamp. And that's why we're taking that arm away from of the swampy deep state. It's a steady coming down, though, steady coming down. I'm over here looking at it, man. Look at these department agencies, NGOs, man. Yeah, look at these NGOs, man. Man. Yep, the FDA, the EPA, the CDC. Look at these swampy organizations here. Look at them. Swampy. Man, man, I'm telling you, John, this is big, man. Woo, this is big. Woo! It's big, man. Got to do the nature boy again. Yep. Peep the sub agencies, especially the paid off political, right? The FDA, the EPA, the CDC. Swampy organizations that have been paid off, right? Department of Education, the Executive Office, Food and Drug Administration, Environmental, the EPA, Center of Disease, $3.5 million for the Department of Education. Executive offices, 2.2, 2.21 million. Food and Drug Administration, $2.13 million. Yeah, EPA. Look at all this stuff, man. Boy, the Center of Disease, 2.0.1 million. Center of Disease, 1.61 million dollars. This is where the taxpayers' money is going. They want to talk shit about Doge. At least Elon Musk is not charging the American people not one dime. Not one dime. Right? Not one dime. They don't even have an argument at all from the deep state along with the Democratic elites. They want Elon Musk out. He's not even charging for his services. This guy is worth damn near $500 million on his way to becoming the first trillionaire. What are they talking about? Boy, we've been talking about all these wasteful governments, agencies that's been taking our money, and they've been money laundering from the CDC, the EPA, right? We go down the list on all this stuff. They've been money laundering this stuff and ripping off the American people, right? Politico, $34.3 million was supposed to go to Politico. It was stopped. It was stopped. You have to be part of America to want better for America. This is why America have not been doing so great. Now that we have an AG, which is Pam Blondie Bondi, I love saying that for her name, Blondie Bondi. She is blonde. Beautiful woman, right? But at any event, she vowed to go after the slush fund and find out who all the perpetrators are. That's co-conspirators, provocateurs, and saboteurs. This is what's going on, man. Talking about the Democratic elites talking about and Leonard Jeffries. I'm sorry, Hakeem Jeffries, Leonard Jeffries, Hakeem Jeffries. You know what I'm saying? Talking about this clown, this buffoon. You know, y'all don't have a leg to stand on, man. Y'all are toast. You hear me? You are toast. Let's go down and deal with it again. Because, you guys, we all, got to know the truth. And these were the sub agencies that they've been, funding: the EPA, the CDC, the Food and Drug Administration, the Department of Education. Trump know what he was talking about, right? Because once you bet on Trump, you always win. Trump was right again. I'll never see this guy miss. Trump is right again. Right about the fake news, right about the deep state, right about the Democratic Party elites. He's been right on everything, man. Right about Wuhan, because they have evidence. They've been funding. Right about Anthony Fauci. Right about a lot of stuff, man. When do Trump ever miss? The guy is a walking genius. But they want to sit up here and say that this guy was a liar. He called it the Wuhan virus because it was out of Wuhan, China. That's where the biolab was created, in Wuhan. They call it Wuhan, but I call it Wuhan. It's actually pronounced Wuhan. Only because of my study of Mandarin Chinese for a year's work back then, but it's actually pronounced Wuhan, not Wuhan. But in any event, Wuhan, right? There was a biological lab in Wuhan that created the COVID virus. Trump was right again. Trump was right about a lot of stuff, whether you like him or not. But the truth is the truth. When you bet on Trump, you always win. Always win. And we are right now, ladies and gentlemen, we over here talking about what they already exposed. I'm not exposing shit. It's already been exposed already. You know? Major scams and shams being revealed. All this buy-offs and payoffs and all the rest of this stuff. No wonder they don't want RFK Jr. They don't want him in there. He was the one. RFK Jr. was the one that told Jesse Waters, right? The U.S. won't investigate Wuhan labs because the U.S. funded the Wuhan lab. That's why they won't investigate it. They've been funding it. COVID wasn't a freak of nature, it was created. This is a biological weapon that was used not only in America, but against the world. This is exactly what it is. I get a little passionate, so you got to excuse me, I don't mean no ill will, but I get a little passionate. So my voice may raise here and there. And what about this woman from Somalia, right? Ihan Umar, right? Supports the USAID because almost 2.3 billion in our tax dollars was wasted on Somalia, right? Omar swore allegiance to Somalia over America. Did she not say this? How is this woman that is in our political arena as a Democrat, right, in Minnesota, they should ask her ass up on out of there because this is treason. She's letting you know her first love is Somalia. Take your ass back to Somalia, Omar. That's what you're going to do. Because over here, it's America first over here. Since you want to save Somalia first, you should take your ass back over to Somalia. She shouldn't be in our government because she's also part of the Treasonous Act as well. When it comes down to the USAID, which, again, let me go ahead and say it again, right? $2.3 billion sent to her home country in Somalia. Fuck you, Omar. As far as I'm concerned, you ain't even an American citizen anyway. If I had the power, I would deport her ass back to her own fucking country. Go back to that hellhole in Somalia where you are at, right? I saw Black Hawk Down. You know what I'm saying? They spend all this goddamn money. Ain't they the group that go out here and do pirating, stealing all kind of shit from these ships and stuff like that? You know? Hell with Somalia. I don't live in Somalia. I'm an American. I'm not no Somali. Fuck Somalia. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna do this shit, John says, don't forget the bio labs we were funding in Ukraine. Exactly. I can't forget about that. You're right. That was where the next pandemic was going to be released from and blame Russia. Yeah, that's exactly correct. They were going to blame Russia this time. But between Wuhan and Ukraine, they both had bio labs over there. But now that Trump we have cut the funding off, so they won't create no more trouble. Because you're right, they sure in hell was going their way to create another pandemic to try to shut this shit down. Now they can't because their hands are tied. Their hands are tied. All this breaking news about this stuff. They want to protest out in front of the Treasury building. It should be arrest. That should be, the same old NGO funded by the USAID. Straight like that. And the rental mobs that they have out there because they got to rent them. Those are not real people that are angry. Those are what they call renter mobs, along with Antifa. This ain't nothing to be concerned with because they don't make up the majority of the people. Once again, your plans have failed, deep state left elites. You think I'm going to read this down again. Boy, look at all this receipts here, right? The University of British Columbia. This is what's going on. Pouring billions into Canada's universities and colleges. Any idea as to why? This is what Lionel says, right? Anyone, don't everyone speak up at once. This is insane. And how in the hell did it go on for so long without anyone knowing about it or caring about it? Did I just ask that? Here it is. Here they got the EIN numbers. Look at it. University of British Columbia. Look at this. Look at this, man. We go right down the list, man. I ain't even got to read all this. Once I say it again, you know how much money that they done poured into over here into Canada in their universities alone, coming from this slush fund. Look at this shit, man. Look at this stuff here, man. This is ridiculous. Look at this here, man. Man, I'm so upset about their ass with this stuff. I don't know what to do, man. John, I don't know what to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do. I can't even count this high. All we got to say is billions, ladies and gentlemen. But they got the receipt right here. John said, for those that think renter mobs are BS, they advertise on Craigslist. Did not know that too. I'm always learning something from you. That's for damn sure. Liz Churchill says Chelsea Clinton must return the 84 million from the USAID. I agree with her. This money got to be returned. Yep. Jasleen Maxwell, one of the world's most notorious human traffickers, was pictured below at Chelsea's wedding. They got this up here on X. That's where I'm getting this from, by the way. Yep. This woman was a notorious facilitate child trafficking. And when we go after these people, man, there'll be nowhere on earth that they can hide, man, at all. Nowhere. Nowhere they can run and hide, though, man. Look at all these receipts. Look at all these receipts right here, man, I'm looking at right now. They should run this money back to the American taxpayer. And I believe Trump going to have something for that. You know what I'm saying? $2 million for sex change operations in Guatemala. $2 million. The ridiculousness just keep going on. Man, Ben Stiller can't show his face. Sean Penn can't show his face. Angelina Jolie can't show their faces. You know why? Because as we said before, they all got funded to go over there to Ukraine and to push education to the American people about the horrific stuff that's going on in Ukraine. This is a bunch of bull, man. Bullish. Bullish. Just made it funny. Bullish. Bullish. Yeah, we're bullish. We're bullish in the 90s. Oh, man. Look at this stuff, man. Man, gosh, dog, boy. U.S. Agency for International Development, right? University of California, Davis. Ego Health Alliances. Wuhan University. Wuhan Institute of Biology, right? Senator Marshall leads efforts demanding USAID cease Ego Health Alliance funding, right? Look at this. Records show that the Ego Health Alliance maternally, uh, yeah, materially violated grant requirements, failed to disclose COVID-19 research at Wuhan Institute of Virology. U.S. Agency for International Development demands that her agency suspend all taxpayers funded financial awards to the Ego Health Alliance. Man, they are on their ass though, John, man. They are on their ass. All the receipts are coming out. This is what I'm reading from, man. There's no denying this stuff. It's a fraud and a scam that's been going on. When it was good, it was around the Kennedy era. But what after that, when Lyndon B. Johnson, this is where the corruption started coming in, right? This is exactly what it is. U.S. AID funded them for your taxes. You are paying for the machine empire with your body heat. They stole your money and lied to you. Lied to you about a rigged election, fake events, imaginary concerns. They have been lying to the American people. They have not been the champion of freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They've been funding. Look at all these receipts I'm looking at. Elon has been doing a hell of a job here, funding all this stuff. Look at all this stuff here, you know. And then you got over here, look at AOC. She could go here and show her ass on a TikTok. And she got a nice fat ass, by the way. I got to say that. Yeah, AOC can get it. The only problem is that upstairs in the head, she'd just be another liberal dummy that's only good for you know what. You know what I'm saying? Look at this here. Van Damme, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Man, I used to like Jean-Claude Van Damme. $1.5 million. Ben Stiller, $4 million. Sean Penn, $5 million. Orlando Bloom, $8 million. Angela Jolie, $20 million. Everything is fake. Fake. Ben Stiller denies accusation, or claims his trip was self-funded. Bullshit. We paid for them to go over there to the Ukraine to spread pop propaganda. Look at this stuff. $90 million in U.S. AID, right, for HIV in San Francisco. Look at this stuff. Man. Look at this stuff. They got the receipt here too, John. Look at this. HIV Emergency Relief Project grants. Man, y'all got to run that money back, Democratic elites. And I gotta hit up Hakeem Jeffries and them. Y'all gonna run that money back, man. We want our money. We want our money. That's all I want to hear is we want our money, damn it. Y'all Democrat elites are gonna pay up. We want our money, Clintons. We want our money, man. I want my money. When I'm going to get my money? Am I going to have to do Stewie off of Family Guy, DeBrian, the dog? Am I going to have to look for, am I going to have to be Stewie? Hey, man, I want my money, man. When am I going to get my money? Am I going to have to do like Stewie did to Brian off of Family Guy? Am I going to have to do that? Us taxpayers want our money. Democrat elites, we want our money, and we want it now. You ripped us off for a long time. You're going to run that money back, yo. You're going to run it all back. Because we shouldn't be paying no taxes right now. You've been ripping our money off. Hell no. I'm not paying the IRS shit. Y'all going to run that money back, yo. And you're going to run it back now. Because if I got to hold a campaign and a rally my damn self, I sure will do it. Y'all going to run that motherfucking money back. Because I can get gangster too now with it. Y'all going to run that money back. I want my money. I want my money. Yep. Look at this. Ben Stiller, I want my money. You got money flow. Our taxpayers flown Ben Stiller's, Angelina Jolie, right? Michael, what's that? Orlando Bloom and all the rest of these over there. I want my money. All I want to know is I want my money. Samantha Powers, I want my money. I want my money. Both USAID and the CIA were behind the impeachment of Trump back in 2019. Oh, really? Hey, like I said, man, y'all Democrats are done. You hear me? You hear me? The pandemic planners, Anthony Fauci, Bill Gates, and also don't leave out Samantha Powers, right? You guys were behind COVID. You were the conspirators behind it. Event 201, remember? Anthony Fauci, Bill Gates, and Samantha Powers. You guys, and I believe they're going to be brought before the Senate for Foreign Relations Committee, which they already have, I believe. Y'all got to run that money back, yo. That's all I know. You're going to run that money back one way or another. I want my money. I want my money. Now, I'm sure have a campaign, John, that says, I want my money. Oh, man. Boy, I'll be good at marketing. But I'm serious, though, man. I want my money. That's what us taxpayers, 80 million of us and more, we want our money. And we want it now. Hakeem Jeffries, I want my money. Jasmine Crockett, I want my money. Elizabeth Warren, I want my money. Chucky Schumer, I want my money. Elizabeth Warren, I want my money. Nancy Pelosi, I want my money. Right? Adam Shifty Schiff, I want my money. We're going to go down the list. Hakeem Jeffries, I want my money. Everybody should be asking just what John says. Exactly. John, we ain't got to go over another receipt. And I'm not going to go over another receipt because I said more than enough. And anybody by now that don't believe that fat meat is greasy, shame on you. But I do know this. God don't like ugly, and every dog has its day. You know, because right now the evidence is too incriminating. It's too incriminating to deny this and back this down. They think they're going to try to smooth over this with some old fake rally out there, fake protests. Like I said, us American people want our money. I want my money and I want it now. And this is what every other taxpayer should be saying. In America, I want my money and I want it now. I want my money. I want our money. We want our money. Hakeem Jeffries, we want our money. Right? Jasmine Hood, Rat Crockett, I want my money. Maxine Wicked West Waters, I want my money. Right? We want our money and we want it now. You know, what is this? JG Wentworth, 877 cash now, 877 cash now. We want our money now. Yeah, man, John. I know how to make it funny, don't I? We want our money, though. Seriously, though, man. We want our money. Hillary Clinton, Chelsea Clinton, we want our money. Clinton Foundation, we want our money. We're not messing around, man. We want our money. Us taxpayers want our money. And we're not messing around with y'all no more. The Democratic elites are finished. You hear me? You guys don't have a leg to stand on. Impeach what? You don't have nothing to impeach on. We want our money. Bring your behind in this room and take this lecture. Take this B and B rated. Because really, treason against the American people, crimes against the Republic, and I want to see a lot of y'all over there in Guantanamo. If you can't run that money back, you should go. It's called Con Air. You know who should be on Con Air, John? I should make a B. Convict stands for Con Air, right? Convicts. Gavin Knucklehead Newscum should be on Con Air, right? If we can go down the list, that mayor over there on Con Air, we're going to have a one-flight trip. Hakeem Jeffries, Jasmine Hood Rat Crockett, right? Maxine Wicked West Waters, right? Chucky Schumer, Adam Shifty Schiff, Mitch McConnell. All of them should be on this Con Air, right? Let's go down the list, right? All of them should be on there, right? All of y'all gonna be on Con Air before it's over with. All these celebrities, Ben Stiller, all y'all should be on Con Air. Going straight, flying over there to Guantanamo, where you belong, right? Because there's gonna be a day of accountability. It's coming. It's coming. They got so much receipts on X, right? You can't deny this. The people want their money. I want my money. I want my money, Hakeem Jeffries. I want my money. Nasty Pelosi, I want my money. Maxine Wicked West Waters, I want my money. I'm going to go down the list. Chuck Schumer, I want my money. I want my money. Adam Shifty Schiff, I want my money. We are no longer funding NGOs. No more. All this is shut down. Y'all got to run that money back to the American people. And I'm going to write to Trump himself. Because by rights, they supposed to be returning that money, yo. And they're going to return that money. We want the money. That's all I want to talk about. We want our money. The American people have spoken. We want our money. That's all I'm going to do the campaign rally, saying we want our money. We're going to have puppets up there with a lot of these Hollywood weirdo elites, as well as these Democratic elites, as well as these globalists. All of them can take the middle finger, and they owe us as American people to run that money back, yo. Y'all gonna run that money back. You bring them in this room. I don't mind talking to a Democrat elite. Y'all gonna run that money. I have went over earlier all those millions and billions that have been going to these fraudulent organizations. Y'all even funded the COVID virus, Wuhan labs, Ukraine labs, biolabs. Y'all are finished. The Democrats are finished. Y'all are destroyed. No, y'all gonna run that money back. Y'all ain't getting away. Before we ship your ass on Con Air to Guantanamo, you gotta run that money back. And like John said, everyone should be asking, where is our money? Where is our money? Where is our money, man? That's what we're looking for. Where is our money? I'm tired of these Hollywood elites caping for the obvious, because y'all are one and the same. Child pedophilia, human trafficking, cartel. We can go down the list because we know all of it's been funded. Now we got the evidence. And it ain't going to stop here, because the more Elon Musk is digging, the more we are discovering. Right now, every American citizen should be asking this that are taxpayers. Everyone should be asking, where is our money? Where is our money? Hakeem Jeffries, where is our money? Jasmine Hood Rat Crockett, where is our money? Maxine Wicked West Waters, where is our money? Chucky Scroomer, where is our money? Where is our money? We're going to keep going down the list. Gavin Knucklehead Newscomb, where is our money? I want my money. I want my money. I've been paying taxes and y'all do this shit. I want my money. I'm going to do you like Brian the dog on Family Guy. Stewie. Where's my money, man? Where's my money? You got my money? Where's my money, man? Where's my money? I don't want to hear nothing about what y'all elites got to say on the Democrats. I don't want to hear nothing about no protests. I want my money. I done saw the receipts myself. Y'all gonna pay up and you're gonna pay like you weigh. And we're gonna have a campaign rally and y'all gonna pay like you weigh. Go run and tell it. You're gonna pay that money back, yo. Y'all gonna pay that money. Y'all gonna pay that money, damn it. You ain't getting away with not paying that money. You're gonna pay that money back. And I'm gonna see y'all on Con Air flying out to Guantanamo where you belong. So these Democrat elites, a lot of them are gonna be on Con Air for convicts, like that movie Con Air. But y'all gonna be flying to Guantanamo. Get used to it. And we want that money. Y'all gonna give up that money, man. We can't let this go. Hell no. We won't go. Hell no, we won't go. We are not going away. We want our money. Hell no, we won't go. We want our money, yo. We want our money. That's what I'm going to keep on echoing, John, because this is what a lot of Americans should be asking. Not no asking, we're demanding. Fuck asking. Every American should be demanding. I want my money. It's not no request. I want my money. That's all we want is our money. Because all that money in Ukraine, yeah, man, they don't pay that money back, man. And I'm going to make sure that my voice is loudly heard. I want my money. Jasmine Crockett ain't the only black person that can speak out. I can also speak out too. I can match energy with her. Jasmine Hood Rat Crockett. I want my money. That's what I'm going to be asking. Not asking, but demanding. I want my money. Democrat elites, I want my money. All I'm gonna say is I'm demanding, I'm not asking. Jasmine Hood Rat Crockett, I'm demanding that we get our money. Just like you could be a spokesperson to speak out, I'm speaking out. We as American people, the taxpayers that pay your taxes for your behind to sit up in the Senate over there in Texas, we want our money. And this is a demand, not no asking. Y'all gonna pay like you weigh. You owe us as the American people. We want that money back from Ukraine as well. Y'all gonna pay today. Pay. And I'm gonna make sure I put that as a campaign. I'm gonna put that as a meme on every social media. That for every American should be saying the same thing in unison. It ain't no asking, it's demanding. We want our money back. And we want to see you on Con Air being shipped out to Guantanamo. You are treasonous. You are a liar. You are been showing deceit against the American people. You sold us out for chicken change, as James Brown said. It's the big payback. Yeah, I'm mad. Big payback. Yeah, man. Big payback. Ha! Big payback. I'm gonna have to play some James Brown. Say it louder. Big payback. Sold me out for some chicken change. Squealing, dealing. How it go? Yep, big payback. Hakeem Jeffries, the big payback. Hey, John, don't that sound very fitting, though, man? James Brown. Ha! Done. I mean, I got some James Brown on my playlist, man. I actually, when I'm done, I'm playing the Big Payback. Yep. These old no good, low down, cheat, liars, filth in our government, pretending to be a friend of the citizens and been ripping us off all this time. They should be ashamed to show their monkey faces right now. Looking at a dog's ass is better looking at these people like Hakeem Jeffries and Jasmine Hood Rat Crockett is what I call her. You know, look at this stuff. This is terrible. This is a disgrace. This is a disgrace to the American people, and we demand better. John says you can do a short dance. I know I really could though, man. I could do a short dance though. You know, I could though, man, right? I could do a short dance though, man. You know, I don't know whether to be happy or mad though, right? How these people that hijacked our government and stole all this money from the American people. And they got a nerve to lie to the American people by trying to make this shit right. Jasmine Hood Rat Crockett, you can't make this right. Hakeem Jeffries, you can't even make this right. You know, looking like a banana. You can't make this look right. You can't make this right. And that's one thing about it. I never rock with the left. God is my witness, John. I never voted for them, man. I never rock with them, man. Because they were full of shit then. I looked at how they did our community. They fucked up the black community. You say nothing surprising. If you could do that, you could do a lot of shit. You could do a lot of shit. They didn't help out the black community. They didn't help us out. What did they do for us? All we got in return is crime, violence, drugs, dilapidated neighborhoods, gang activity. How in the hell can we have a blood and Crips? How can we have a Pyru? How can we have a Latin count? How can we have the gangster disciples? How do we exist in the black community? Nobody is saying nothing. It's been terrorists in our own damn community. And all the Democrats do is every 2 to 4 years come into the black community, same old song and dance, hot sauce, fried chicken, lying, cheating, stealing. They did it with our community. That's why this shouldn't be nothing out of the ordinary for the black community. They voted against their own destruction. Now they've been taking our taxpayer money to fund operations that doesn't benefit us, but it went against us. That's why I don't get a lot of detractors in my room, other than MC. But I don't get a lot of detractors in my room. I haven't seen that guy lately either. But I don't get a lot of them in here. John says, don't be mad. I'm just happy it's going to, it's getting done and people are coming awake. Oh yeah, I'm not mad. It sounds like I am. A lot of this is really me projecting a little bit. Even though on the inside, it does make you angry. But ultimately, we have nothing to be angry, pissed off about. Because we, John, have already won by voting for Trump. John says, because Tony, we were close to the big one. Yeah, we were. We were very close to the big one, man. We were very close. I'm in agreement with you on a lot of things, though, John, man. We really were, man. We stopped the political war machine. They were beating their drums, ramping up World War III, politicizing our government, weaponizing our government, right? Funding terrorism. This is the stuff they were doing on their watch. And we as the American people went along with it, taking our taxes, being we thought by being a good citizen, paying for taxes. You know, and many of us back then didn't even know that taxes were unlawful. It had to take somebody like Trump, somebody with the big kahunas to stand up against the World Economical Forum, the globalists, the World Health Organization, Big Pharma, military industrial complex, They all been funded against us, not for us. All the people I just named are enemies to the world, not just America, as you already know. They have been enemies. And now, like you said, the American people and the world, this is center stage. Because what goes on in America happens, it's like a ripple effect around the world. We are center stage here in America, where every country in the world is bearing witness with the receipts and Twitter X for those that can get Twitter X in their country. And they really are trying to shut that down because censorship is what the globalist elites, it's one of their main tickets that they like to use. And like you said, we were headed for a big one. If Elon Musk have never bought Twitter, can you imagine? It was about to be lights out. And what that would happen is that they would have shut us down, and then they would have cited us as enemies to the state, just like that movie with Will Smith, Enemy of the State. It would have been a relentless hunt down and a witch hunt for anybody that doesn't agree with the globalist agenda. This is exactly what would have happened. I'm in agreement with you. That's how I know that God exists. And he's working through Trump, whether people want to accept it or not. He's been working with Trump to make sure that America becomes great again. We suffered as a people long enough. We're not saying can't come into America. We just want people to be vetted. We want people to be right, that understand. This is what we want the people to follow the law of the land. You can obtain citizenship. And when you do that, you become an American citizen. And then you also will have the benefits in your children having the benefits of being American. American ain't just made up of white people and black people. We are all Americans. That's why I don't like it to hear black people talk about I'm a black American. You are an American. We all are American. And we welcome visitors, right? So this is exactly what it is. We are going into new horizons with what we call, what Trump said, the golden age. We are in the golden age right now. Our country is being purged of criminals, rapists, and so forth, human trafficking. Our country is getting healed. This is a beautiful thing. John says you can't have a civilized, moral society without rules of law. It's absolutely correct. John, you're absolutely correct. Every country has to have rules of law. You can't have open borders and then at the same time try to say that the rules, because really it was starting to become anarchy. And this is what they really were trying to do. I'm talking about the enemies of America, which is the deep state. This is what they were basically trying to do. Totalitarian government. This is what they were doing. And then we pushed against China so much, running China out of our country, pushing them back from the Panama Canal that we took back because that was in the treaty in the first place. You have to abide by the treaty. You just can't make your rules. Whatever China was giving Panama, we said no, nay, that's not going to happen. We want China far away from our borders as possible. Also with Greenland, we don't want you hovering around over there either. And I believe that we are going to acquire Greenland, as we should, because we're going to treat the people of Greenland way better than Denmark ever could. The Danes, they have never held up their end. Whatever the agreement was, it was a shitty deal. Just ask the people from Greenland. You think the Danes ever treated people in Greenland good or better? They did not. They wouldn't even share the resources of their own land with them. Go figure that. So yeah, I think that I'm in support of Trump 100%. Trump is doing the right thing by taking Greenland and making it part of the U.S., expand our territory for the sake of national security. Because this is really what it has to be. I'm not 100% set on Canada because, as we talked about before, they have too many liberals over there. And liberals, if they had enough of them, they can really be a little bit of a disruption, as far as with our way of life over here. They've been Canadians for so long, they don't understand what it's like to have rights. They're used to a government telling them what they can do and say and all this other stuff. They don't know what it's like. Many people in many countries don't know what it's like to really be truly an American. We don't ask our government for ish. The people tell the government what to do. That's where it's supposed to be. And I know and I do believe that Trump, he already said he'd be going back to the Constitution, and we are. Trump said that him taking the power from the government and giving it back to the people. This is what Trump said. I never heard a president say that before. Never have. Never have. But overall, I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very excited. And I may get passionate here and there. But overall, we have a lot to be thankful for that we've gotten our country back. And we are put the great spotlight on a lot of these um, elites and globalists that think that they are better than us. They want us eating bugs and worms and all type of filth for the sake of saving and preserving the resources. This is all from the Georgia Guidestones that they allow them to believe in. Globalists, elitists always feel that they've been more superior. They have stolen this money from American people, not off their own push. There's no reason in the world, and I said this before, that a politician should be making millions and billions of dollars. And I know that it's going to be coming where they all are going to be audited. And they have to explain where this money, how did they obtain this money? Where did they get it? How did they earn it? Because we know that a lot of them are not that smart when it comes down to business. A lot of them never had a job before, right? Never had a job before. They've been in politics. Most of them are career politicians and actors. John says, so next, things, okay, next, I know what you mean. So the next thing, my dyslexia, so the next thing we got to bitch about, right, the next thing we got to bitch about is about the GMOs, the wheat, exactly. It has to go ahead to the field trails in this country, exactly. So much of gluten, because I'm lactose. I mean, not just lactose intolerant, but I have that celiac disease stuff too, from the gluten, the wheat, a bunch of sugar in there. John says, so let's hope RFK gets confirmed. He will. And because the reason why I say he's going to get confirmed, because even though the deep state is fighting, which is the military industrial complex and so forth, because right now spotlights are on them now. Elon has done an excellent job finding, since he have access to the treasury. The money is going to tie back there too. So now that they can prove corruption coming from the end, which they already have, this is why Pam Bondi Blondie got in there, and why a lot of others have gotten in there. That already got sworn in. We're still waiting on. They're terrified with Tulsi Gabbard. They're terrified with uh, RFK Jr. as well as with Cash Patel, as you already know. They are terrified with them because they already know that the military industrial complex, what they relied on is the CIA, FBI, which is their main leg man to do their dirty work. And now that they get in there, it's going to be lights out. Now they're going to fight, but as Elon exposed more on this corruption thing, because right now they don't even have a leg to stand on, John. I seriously believe that RFK Jr. is going in there. They got enough criminating evidence, and when they go down through there with the big farmer, all the stuff we've been talking about is already been proven. They have hide and hidden information about these artificial sweeteners, which is nothing more than a neurotoxin. It's Nutra's going way back with NutraSweet, sucralose, right? All this garbage, artificial sweeteners that they call sugar and all this other nonsense, which is nothing more than neurotoxins, carcinogens. Sugar is a carcinogen in itself, has been known to cause all type of diseases. And he has enough. RFK Jr. is on it because I am very familiar with GMOs and all the stuff he's saying. I've been knowing about that stuff since mid 2000s. Because when the stuff that he said, I've been knowing about it. Chlorinated water. That's why I don't drink tap water, right? I drink spring water, or distilled water, or Kangen water. What I'm drinking on right now, 9.5. You know what I'm saying? Show you the proof right here. This is the water that I'm drinking on right now, John. That's what I drink. I drink that kind of water. I don't mess around with tap water. We were to do the pH test right now, all we would find is a bunch. It'd start turning yellow because we know with chlorinated water, that's what it is. Yeah, John says I am actually thinking about growing heirloom wheat next year. That'd be real good. A 50-pound bag of organic wheat is 50 to 70 delivered. Yeah, John, I used to bake bread, man. I still got two bread machines and things. So I used to bake the bread, which I'm going to go back to, because it's nothing like having fresh loaves of bread. I cut it myself with a bread knife. Put the all my ingredients may have 3 or 4 ingredients in there. That's really all it should be in bread anyway. John says I have spring water out of the ground. That's a beautiful thing, man. I got a filter in the shower, which reminds me I got to change the filter, but it ain't gonna capture everything, but it captured most of the stuff. I think like some of the chlorinated water, but mainly a lot of fluoride and stuff that's coming out that tap and stuff like that. This is the stuff they did, lied to American people how fluoride is supposed to help with our teeth, strengthen our teeth, which is really lowers our IQ. Yep, been known about this stuff, you know. That's why they say it's something in the water, right? I should have a special series, man. I think I should just go on and do a next live saying there's something in the water. Yeah, John, that's a good thing. There's something in the water if they haven't used it already. There's something in the water. There's something in the water. And this is what I believe how people have been acting erratically crazy or cray cray. There's something in the water, man. Because these GMOs that they've been doing and this Terminator seed from Monsanto, the stuff that they've been doing is outright criminal. But they're not going to be allowed to run amok like they used to because Trump has been cutting off their arms and legs, you know, and soon the head. We haven't got to the head yet, working his way there. Some say he's cutting off the heads. If that would be the case, we're talking about a hydra. They have about 7 or 8 heads, the snake looking type of mythical monster, right? I used to do a lot of Dungeons and Dragons back in the early days. That's why I know about that stuff, right? But at any event, we got more than one head to be cut off. And once we get to the main head, it's going to be over with, right? It's going to be over. The battle is still going on. We haven't won the war yet, but we are in better shape than we ever have before. Better have. We've been doing an excellent job, man. But yeah, man, I got to go on out here and get it, man. John, I got to go on ahead and get back to work. It's almost 1 p.m., but I'm glad that we had the conversation. And, people come in and pop out, which is all right. Because I just use this as nothing more than a video. I finally got the other one up there, though. It's up there. The one I did yesterday, yeah, it's up there. My thumbnails are looking a lot better, huh? Yeah, I've been working on my thumbnails. So a lot of times I was lazy before. I said, I've been reading though, man. Have a good one. You too, John. Yeah, because I have to have better thumbnails though. My thumbnails suck. I probably wouldn't get people coming in this room at all, man. What a thumbnail makes, right? Instead of what a day makes, what a thumbnail makes. All right, John, man. Have a good one, man. I'll see you tomorrow, man. And any breaking news may happen. I may do something again later today. We'll see. All right, Dan. It's been a good one. Have a great day at work and move. Yeah, I like to do the move thing. I got to do that one till I get home and do the other one. All right, Sherry lady. Yep. All right, and the rest of you guys, take care. Peace and chicken grease. I'm out. Oh yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you do that as well. I'm out.